Good morning. Good morning, ladies and genitals. I don't have you muted. I just don't want to hear from you. There's a difference.
Shut up.
Muting looks like I did it on purpose.
You did.
Quieting you down is a standard.
So if you use a little slide, it's okay.
Shh. Never discuss anything with you and the word slide.
Whatever. You love me. Yeah, are we live?
We are live. You
Good morning.
retard.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, listeners. Good morning.
Are we live?
You and I just sit here and talk half the time.
Mike, do I ever look at you?
Yes, all
and
the time.
Say good morning.
No.
Do I ever look at you and go good morning?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
that's the clue.
There you go.
That's the lead in.
Here's your sign.
There you go. That's the lead in.
If I say good morning,
if you're nice to me, we're on the air. If you're being a douche.
If I'm being nice to you, there's a reason.
So we were having the big. I love our discussions because we're not like super anal, technical guys, but we do know enough to get ourselves pretty much, delved in pretty deep. So here we are talking about the possibility of a 1 terabyte. And you said it's called a standard, right? The ScanDisk.
I don't know that it's called a standard.
Okay,
I just know that it is the standard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's a standard. Because an SD is just an SD. But when you get into the micros, they label it the same word I just called it, a micro SD. So that's why I would say standard, a standard micro SD, a standard. Oh my!
I know, man. See what I'm talking about? This is why I'm going nuts.
But here's the thing: is for the same price, even if it costs a few dollars more, it's to me,
it's worth it.
I don't use Android. Okay, I don't. I mean, but you do.
You're a girl,
and Android allows you to use the micro.
Yeah, Apple doesn't really.
No, well, they make adapters that you can use. Which I plan on getting to that point because if I buy that 7, I'm having a hard time of trying to decide if I'm going to buy 128 gig or like the 2 whatever gig.
Yeah. So
but it's a huge watch the price difference.
Now you've got to do that at the initial purchase, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, there's no change it. And you know what sucks is
I did not know that, sir.
The problem is this. We have already heard over the years that buying this phone, if we want to upgrade from one size memory to another size memory,
how do you do
it's $100 in upsize.
You have to bring it to a dealer or something?
No, there is no upping it as, you up it as you make the decision of what you want to buy. See right here? If you would like to buy a 32 gig, if you would like to buy the 128 or the 256. Now watch. You see the price?
Yeah.
There's the price for the 32 gig, right?
Not bad on a monthly.
Okay. There's the price. Watch. $100 difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
so now, but for 256,
$1,000. Oh my God, $850 for a phone, dude.
So do I make, okay, this is a 32 gig. So here's what my decision has to be. Do I upsize to the 128 gig? I don't know. Because, now you're talking $200 between the 32 and the 256. Or I buy this simple adapter that takes the simple micro USB. The difference is with the micro, I can save whatever I want here with the same adapter. I take the adapter off this phone with it on the card and hook it to my iPad and do all my editing.
Okay.
I can also then take it and put it on a computer. But then again, you'll have people go, but with AirDrop, Scotty, you can just send it to all of them. You're correct. I can with AirDrop, but I can't AirDrop it to a PC and I can have it on this memory disk and put it on a PC. Or I can take this memory disk after doing video and militarymike says, hey man, I need to do blah, 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 and do some editing at home. I hand him this card and he goes home with it and just brings it back. I mean, there's a lot of pluses to it.
With the drop. And I got to tell you, man, Remember I bought my son a laptop about 2-3 months ago, and I told you it flaked blue screen of death, all that crap. Well, I fixed it. Last night I got it completely factory reset. Put all Norton's, Windows 10, Office.
What's any of that got to do with AirDrop?
Well, because all of my stuff from my big laptop was immediately available on the new laptop.
And see, I know nothing about. I know with the Macs and the Apples, I can just AirDrop from one pad to the other, or phone to Crystal's phone, or it's easy to do AirDrop.
So now what you've got me thinking is because that's one of our problems, is that when I do edit stuff or do have music, I can't put it on my tablet because it's kind of maxed out. This doesn't have an external, like a plug-in for a USB. How do I get it to Scottie? It's too big to email.
Does it have the micro?
But what about AirDrop? I never thought about this.
I don't know. I don't know that has AirDrop.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
I meant to connect to anything I own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to check that out.
Yeah, but why don't you just buy this micro SD card with the adapter?
So what I'm looking at is $200.
And then, yeah, but you need it for your little helicopter thing anyways. Your little helicopter. But then you could take it and slap it on any.
Yeah, man.
Everybody wants to talk about their technology, but we have to dumb it down and make it as simple as easy and user friendly. Yeah. And I'm not calling you dumb by saying we have to dumb it down for you or a listener. It has to be user friendly for me.
Well, you know, that's kind of what Tech Talk and Guns and Gadgets.
Well, and if you remember when, and people can get offended. I don't really care at this point. We need to grow some testicles, sack it up. I got an enlarged one if you'd like to see it.
Get mine to drop right now.
The original Tech Talk was way before anybody else got here, so I don't want anybody offended. Me and Little Richard were the first people to talk about it. And Little Richard, I was talking about it. I said, we should do a show. And Little Richard's like, oh my God, this would be awesome if you did. And that was 2.5 years ago. So God, calm down, get a man pond, chill out. I'm so sick of everybody getting mad at everybody. It's like, come on, man, stack her up.
Scottie, I love you like the brother I never liked. And I got to tell you, man, you always give me hell about the way I am. I can, you know, I know who I am. I know what I do and all that other stuff. But, man, sometimes I can just see the absolute internal struggle within you. Because you want to speak. You want to say something.
I can't open my mouth without some wuss getting ill with me.
But you know what?
I mean, we were at the meeting the other day, and I'm just telling the truth, and people want to get mad.
Yeah. Well, of course. But so what? So what? Do I have to read the thing that you wrote 6 years ago about this radio station?
Man, I tell you what, dude. Because it kills me sometimes.
Yeah, and I just don't get it, man.
It's kind of like this. You know, I want to do the right thing, but like the Hispanic event wants me to come out there, and I'm like, how in the friggin' hell could I go work or even sponsor or be part of it when it's not something that I rightfully believe in? I believe if you're a legal U.S. citizen, you got the rights. Party on, Garth. But
party on, Wayne.
If you're, how do I come celebrate with you when you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. That's why when you brought it up, the first thing in my mind is, well, Military Mike won't be going to that event.
Well, you know what I thought when I first read the email? They apparently don't know me.
Of course. No, they do not at all. It's just somebody talking. When people are doing these events, that's why you have somebody like, you know, with the K9 event, where you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people and coverage and all that other stuff, because she works towards promoting it in a professional manner. All these other things that we go to where there's 12 people at it, it's because they don't promote
Jacob,
it.
You're funny as hell.
They just start telling people, hey, why don't you come out tomorrow night? We're having hot dog tacos. Right. And they don't promote it.
I just, you know, I just hate, like, okay, and I shouldn't throw names out here, but I'm throwing them out there. And everybody,
so what?
Sack it the hell up.
So what?
You know, me and Flying Brian had two different visions. Brian's trying to pursue the whole acting stuff. I'm a radio station. Brian wanted us to go one direction. I'm a radio station. People You have to focus on the fact, you know what? This YouTube that we have is a luxury.
Yeah, it's just an add-on.
It's just an add-on. When people try to talk about you got to make the YouTube better and you got to do this better, listen, if I could, I would. Internet is what it is. Technology is what it is. I'm a radio station first and foremost. I love music before I got sucked into this political stuff, and I can't wait for November because I'm like 2 thumbs up and my fingers flying in the air. It's going to be some straight Kid Rock waving that middle finger in the air. I am so done. I told my wife last night, I said, between the political crap and the Black Lives Matter crap, they have ruined Facebook. Facebook, I don't even get on it anymore. My wife's like, did you see that post? I'm like, nope. Man. When I get home and I watch just a few minutes of the news, I am so pissed off that I don't even get on Facebook. I turn on my TV shows and I watch my TV shows.
Man, I ain't going to lie to you. You know, yesterday I was going to post Zuckerman get control of Facebook. That is, you know what? If you have a business page on Facebook, that's fine. But I get pummeled with sponsored advertisements. I didn't sign up for sponsored advertisements. I don't want to see sponsored advertisements. If I got to pay $10 a month to clean it up, I'll do it. Me and a friend of mine got in.
Well, yeah, but sponsors are gonna, you know, they gotta have it. And I got it. He wants to make his money. I got it.
He's made more money now than he and his 10 lineage of children could ever spend.
Well, my problem is I'm just as guilty as the next people for sharing stuff. But here's the difference. We got these people that are sharing nonsense, stupid, incorrect stuff.
And people get mad at me when I post that
and it
stuff.
Aggravates me. So like this morning, a police officer friend of mine shared some real stuff to do with that North Carolina shooting.
Yeah.
So I shared it.
Now, which one? The actual shooting or the one that occurred during the riots?
The actual shooting where he supposedly had, you know, the revolver, 357, Glock, whatever gun Bible he had in his hand.
Gun, Bible. And his hands were up the whole time, except clearly in the video, the man is walking towards his car. I'm sure the cops aren't saying, go back to your car, go back to your car.
Listen, WSB Channel 2 has ruined news. Yeah. Ever since I've watched over the past 6 months of how they skew it to sound the way they want. Why do you think we call CNN the Clinton News Network now? Yeah. Because they just kind of say what they want. And what it is it's all smoke and mirrors misdirection. If I want to watch some David Copperfield misdirection, I would go to Vegas. I would go actually see Penn and Teller because at least they'd make it funny.
Yep.
I'm just so blown away with the society in which we've become.
I don't get it. There was the announcer, and I'm so pissed I can't even think of his name. I was watching it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. This guy.
There goes that beautiful woman and that sweet baby right there.
Yep. I was watching MSNBC, and the guy's name is Joe something, I think. And the most ridiculous thing, he's sitting there going, I want justice. I want justice. That guy had his hands up the whole time. Now the helicopter is rotating around. One, why is this guy walking back to his car? Cops don't tell you under gunpoint to go back to your car. So obviously he wasn't listening. Two, they already brought up the fact that when they ran his tags and all that, they knew that he had been locked up before. They, you know, and it was drug related. So the helicopter's over there, little girl running through the yard.
Yeah, and you see how slow she was going off the steps. She is so cute. Oh, she got a wedgie. How do you get a wedgie in a diaper?
So
oh my God.
She's so cute.
She's on the passenger side. Look at my wife. Oh my God. I was just thinking that too when she went around that side of the car. I was thinking, please God, Crystal, don't let her go on that side of the car.
Yeah. It's especially with freaking Daytona out front of your house.
You know, I'm fixing to do what my family did in Norris Lake, and I'm going to put up a chain link fence to the street. And what was great is my aunt and uncle did that because of their kids, and the state or county rather wanted to take them to court. And then what they did was they went and got all the records of all the speeders and wrecks that happened on the road and ended up having to sue the county. And the county had to back off for putting the fence up and had to pay all the lawyers' fees. And at this point, I'm willing to sue whoever the hell to make my point.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we set up a day, an actual day?
Oh, and go out there and napalm cars driving by? Sure, Mike, I'm all for it.
No. and we'll get in between the bus and let's say my Cherokee, and we will. You don't have to be there. I'll set up a little spreadsheet, and I will sit there listening to music, and I will speed gun.
Oh, I got the radar. All we got to do is just sit out there.
And I can set it up north, south, east, west, whichever way they're going, how fast they're going, blah, 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 the different times.
Yeah.
We will take all that information and I can culminate it into like a pie chart, and then we can present it. I think we need.
Who you going to present it to?
Oh, I got somebody to present it to.
Who? Can't be anybody with Rockdale Stick It in Your Ass County, because they're not going to do anything about it.
State Patrol.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
When we were in that meeting, you saw the guy from the state's eyes. Like, he's blown away that nobody in the county will do anything.
Yeah. But State Patrol will. The State Patrol, the guy I talked to actually wants to. Do you see a lot of State Patrol in Rockdale County?
No.
Wonder why? Yep. Big cross there. There's a big road to cross there.
I'm still trying to figure out why I haven't won the lottery. I see the odds of me becoming a billionaire.
Yeah. Well, so
anyways.
Okay. So the guy is going back towards his car. His hand is down by his pants. I don't care what you say. They're screaming and yelling that the window was down, the window was up. Well, last time I checked, I can't roll my window up or down from outside of the vehicle. So I have no damn clue what the
you must have that Viper alarm with that extra option button on your.
I have no idea why that's even a
on your remote
point, but there are people on TV screaming, the window was down. Or the window was up. I'm like, what the hell difference does it make? You guys are the ones that started the lie. So
they're all idiots, dude.
So yeah, so
I mean, at least we founded a show based on being a jackass. These people claim to be intelligent, and they're jackasses.
Yeah. Well, okay, so now you got all these people out there rioting, and then this was the second night last night. I watched it till
I like watching the Fox. I was scrolling, and there was a dude from Fox that was live streaming. Do you know why I like live stream? You can't fake it.
Right. It's all raw, baby.
It's all raw. You see the camera bouncing around. What they need to do, though, is they need to learn from me, by the way, how to actually have a better live stream type camera, because I've actually made a better live stream camera for this problem. But the problem I'm getting at is they try to edit and make things look the way they want to. Well, if you live stream it, there's
no editing.
I mean, it's raw.
Yeah. Well, see, also, too, it doesn't take away. Because when I watch raw video, I kind of get a feeling of what's going on.
Well, I really get to see what the environment truly is.
But then when it goes to an edited thing, there's some good-looking woman sitting there, and she's like, tonight in Charlotte, military men dressed as police officers. It's like, what the hell did you just say?
I was actually kind of giggling last night as there's a white woman holding the microphone, walking side by side by a black girl and another white girl that are wiping the tear gas out of their eyes.
Yeah.
And they're going, and I can't believe that they just shot tear gas at us when we were peacefully protesting.
And you can see it.
And they just shot a guy. Okay, the guy that was shot wasn't shot by a police officer.
Right.
B, you can't call it a peaceful protest that as y'all are walking by with the camera, you see trash cans, shattered windows where people have picked up trash cans that are bolted to the concrete, mind you. Here's the other part I'm trying to get in y'all's minds. They take these graded metal, mesh metal, and coat it in vinyl so it doesn't rust. They bolt these things to the concrete and stick a trash can inside of it. And then they have a lid that connects, whether it be screwed down or fastened down, however you want to say it, so the lid doesn't just come off. For these people to have picked up this mesh trash can means they had to break at least 4 quarter-20 anchors that were into the concrete.
In the concrete.
Now, most likely, the bolts were maybe like a 3/8 or a 1/2-inch bolt. If anybody doesn't know what I'm describing, think of the difference between a 1/4 inch being a little smaller than your pinky, and then maybe 3/8 about the size of your birdie finger, depending on what size fingers you have. Like if you're Shaquille O'Neal, then your pinky is a 1/2 inch. But my point is, it took several people to push and rock and pull on this to make the anchors break off the concrete for you to now pick up this trash can and shatter. I mean, these windows that are on the side of these skyscrapers, They're not like single pane glass.
Oh God, no.
Like you could throw a grown man to it and they're going to bounce off this window. So you had to come on. And we were just peacefully protesting. Yeah. Explain that to the dude that's going to have to pay for that $1,400 window.
Yeah. And then when their stupid taxes go up, because they got to replace everything in the freaking city. So you got all these people yelling and screaming, all completely misfed. I've got a great idea.
What would that be?
How to stop the riots in Charlotte.
Yeah. Mike,
I would.
Can I inform you of something?
Yeah.
You can't call in an airstrike over a riot. You cannot napalm. Even though I agree, I believe a drone should fly through and drop some napalm. I mean, it should be like the Purge. There should be a bang 1 minute before napalm begins.
We used to do that, right? Like in World War II and Vietnam, we would drop leaflets. And we'd
leaflets. What are leaflets?
Leaflets are like a single sheet of paper with some instructions.
It says you're fixing to die.
Yes. If you are here in 10 minutes, you're going to die a grisly.
Oh, I'm all for it.
Burning, stinging, eyes melting kind of death.
Right.
And we'll use a mist so that we don't destroy our property.
I'm all for it.
But
how do you figure, since we know you can't blow people up and burn them, even though it sounds like a great idea, but how do you figure we're going to stop these riots?
Probably going to get in trouble for this one, Scotty.
We just discussed that you can't napalm them.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking loudspeakers playing the national anthem.
Oh my God! They're gonna take a Bradley armored personnel down there with some huge speakers, like what was
speakers?
Well, put some speakers like what was on top of
rockets.
Man, but the big speaker like the Blues Brothers did on the police car, and just start driving it through the town.
Take a knee. I know. I'm sorry.
Send all hate mail to Military-Mike. That is funny. That's probably the best thing you've said in a long time.
Yeah, that's bad. I know.
Anybody that has any remarks to that, please go ahead and text us.
Keep it to yourself.
Please go ahead and text us. Let us know how you feel.
Okay, but you know what? If you're going to
swollen and to the left, I don't know.
If you're going to let me know how you feel, then I want to know one thing: how you would feel. Let me explain something to you. You work 7 days a week. There is no time schedule. It's kind of like what Scotty does with the radio station. You will work at 2 o'clock in the morning if you have to. You will not spend time with your children. You will not spend time with your family. You will work on holidays. And then some stupid moron comes through and destroys your business that you've worked for your entire life over something stupid like this that has nothing to do with you. You tell me how you would feel. And then you can come back and hit me about the.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that in a second. Just fun. Who do we have this morning?
Number 3.
Hey, 3.
What's happening? And by the way, are you on this topic?
Yes.
Okay, because I got a text message.
I'm gonna one up Mike.
Hold on one sec. I got a text message that says they dropped flyers on Japan right before dropping a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Okay, so go ahead, Jeff.
I'm good with it.
All right. Even better than Mike's
oh God,
playing the national anthem.
Now that's scary. If you say it's better than Mike, that's really concerning.
Mike singing the national anthem over that loudspeaker.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd do it. Yeah,
Raven says this is the best idea he's ever heard. I'm not sure which one, the napalm or the national anthem. Could you please clarify, sir, for national security reasons?
You know what? Everybody thinks I'm a smart ass and all that other stuff, but let me tell you something. I do have a 144 IQ, and I tell you what, you put me in charge over there in Charlotte. I'll stop those.
Let me tell you this. So the riot that happened the other day, my wife played me a recording of the 911 call from a female truck driver, who is all right. Let's quit being funny for a second. Let's be some serious. This woman is in distress.
Right.
She is calling for police to help her. She is in fear of her safety. You hear her saying they are now breaking in the truck. Can you please get here to help? So I want to understand this. At what point do these people rioting have a right over a citizen? They've already blocked a road, which is illegal. You're illegally detaining the citizen, which is illegal. You are now illegally entering a vehicle, which is illegal. You're now holding her against her will, which is considered kidnapping, illegal, and our police officers are going, well, we can't get there to help you right now because we don't want to hurt these poor little sensitive people. I said, you know what they should have done? I love a Bradley. It's an armored personnel carrier. They should have taken a Bradley, drove right down there through the rioters, and if you get squished, it's because you were too stupid to get out of the way. They should have jumped out with some AR-15s, just like escorting stupid-ass Hillary to a car, and made sure they opened the truck door, they got the citizen in the car and the Bradley and drove away. Because if you want to protest, that means you're stupid enough to decide to go do this. And you're not doing a peaceful protest. The guy jumping on top of the SUV with the shattered window, that was not peaceful. He wasn't jump roping. There was no hopscotch happening right there. We're double dutching on the hood of an SUV.
Put me in charge. You know what I would have said? Officers to the right, target, eliminate.
Yeah, but at what point did they think their rights outweigh the citizen who has nothing to do with this rights? If you choose to go out there and vandalize, you made a choice to go do this. That person sitting in that truck did not choose to be there.
Just some lady.
She just happened to be stuck at the wrong place at the wrong time. So you think of a poor woman with 4 or 5 kids in a minivan stuck in the middle of this, and their windows are getting smashed.
It's just, remember that guy that was with his family and the bikers started screwing with him?
Yeah.
So he started woofing them over?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh my God, you can't do that to bikers. Dude, I would have killed him. I would have shot him.
The second, what do I tell you? The second that you believe that your constitutional rights outweigh mine, we have a problem.
That's right.
The second that you believe that you can hurt me because you want to, then we have a problem. The second that you believe because you want to hurt me outweighs me being able to say I need to defend myself, we have a problem.
Yeah, that's pretty much you can yell at me, get my, come on, military, 28
Don't
years.
touch me.
Yeah, you get it within 3 feet of
okay,
me.
For instance, we were watching Bad Girls Club the other day, and these 2 girls decided they wanted to throw one of the girls out. So one walks up behind her, and she's a little skinny girl. They walk up behind her. One cups her under her armpits and picks her upper half up. The other one picks her feet up. They take her out to the steps and they tossed her. I said, here's the number one problem. I don't care what the producers say. Once you touched me, your nose would have been broke.
Oh, yeah.
Your eyes would have been bleeding and your throat would have been hit.
Yeah.
You're not going to assault me and I'm just going to take it. I don't care if a producer says you're supposed to or not. I don't care if the cops say you're supposed to or not. You're not going to assault me. And then when they grabbed her personal stuff and started throwing it, here's the 2 things you're not going to do. You can scream all day long, but you're not going to touch me. You're not going to touch my personal possessions. Now, that's crossing a line. You deserve to be throat punched at that point.
Well, let's say this. Let's say that Just for Fun Radio is doing what we're imagining we're going to do one day. Is we're going to have a studio that's all glass and it's going to be on the corner of a street. Okay,
now on Metropolitan, on the corner
down at Ellis in Atlanta, and right behind the Benihanas. All right, so we're going to be sitting in there. We're going to be doing this. We're going to be reporting all this stuff going on, and they start breaking through the windows of the studio and trashing all this equipment. Guess what you're going to find on the floor? Dead bodies.
Well,
I have no problem.
First, as I'm on the microphone, I'm going to have to coordinate with you through hand signals that for every time you're fixing to pull a trigger, you got to point at me so I know to stop talking.
Yeah.
Because they need to be able to hear me clearly in between. Pop, 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 pop.
Like I said, put somebody like me in charge of this. But I will stop the riots right now.
I do. My problem is here's what we were watching on video last night. And if I offend people, I apologize ahead of time.
Don't do it. Don't ever do it.
So we're watching some videos from Selma, and then the real videos of Martin Luther King's riots. And here's what gets me is the white people back then were complete piece of sheets. They were horrible, disgusting individuals. I'm proud to say I'm not related to any of the people that did that because that is horrible. My problem is Martin Luther King's people were doing great, being peaceful protesting. And where I'm getting at when I say my problem is they were doing right by protesting the way they were. Now, when you're seeing the videos, the cops are trying to do the right thing and the civilians are being horrible. It's complete polar opposites.
Well, how do you equal the playing field, Scotty? But you can't. If you're going to peaceful protest, you stand there and sing Kumbaya or do a sit-in at the Capitol. But yes, you don't violence.
you can't protest violently and think it's not going to become violently with you. It's like a negative fight and a negative. You're not going to get a positive outcome.
There is absolutely no way. And then you look at the stuff that happened in Ferguson, and you look at the stuff that the chief of police said, the attorney general said, and all those people are gone now. They're all been fired, and there's all charges being investigated again, because when you're an elected official, you have a responsibility to your constituents.
Yes.
That's where it starts. And a police officer, man, this guy's getting paid, what, $12 an hour to go out there, put on riot gear and get beat up. You know, the woman that was reporting last night for CNN couldn't even count. When they were marching by her, she's like, there's 100 of them. There's 50 more. And it's like, where are you coming up with these exaggerated numbers?
Because they're trying to, they have to be flamboyant. That is the only word I can use. Wow. They have to emphasize it. They have to add the drama if there's not enough there.
Yeah, America loves drama now.
You know, I saw a picture yesterday, and a friend of mine sent me a message with the picture, and it was a black man with bullet holes on his back, and he's hugging an Indian, and the caption for the black man says, "This hurts," and the Indian says, "I understand." Okay. But what I was also reading is the problem is when the Indians and the cavalry took place was several hundred years ago, right? Mm-hmm. We were not intelligent people. We probably were supposed to be intelligent, but we were nowhere near as intelligent as we are now.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
With that being said, we were supposed to be intelligent, but the Indians were not supposed to be intelligent, correct? You following?
Yeah. They were
right.
Dumber than rocks.
Okay. So if that's the belief we were supposed to have, is that we were intelligent and they were not, well, then here's where this guy had pointed something out, right? If that was several hundred years ago and the Indians acted like savages and we're now supposed to be smarter, then why are these people in the riots acting like savages?
I concur, buddy.
I mean, does that make sense? I kind of get the analogy the gentleman made, because he's like, I get the Indians were whacked out crazy because they didn't know any better, but it's 2016 and these people know better.
Right.
But why are they acting crazy? Well, like, they want us to take them serious, but they're acting crazy.
Here, let me read this real quick. I'll make it fast. You got to go
yes,
through.
Jeff.
No, you remember the theater up on Memorial Drive that night?
Yes.
Stonecrest. No, Stonemont. Stonemont. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, we was at the one at Drug Emporium behind Ponderosa.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Walked the girl over to the bathroom because we couldn't get into the theater yet. Got jumped by two black guys just because I was white.
Well, yeah,
that was his exact comment to me. So it's not about a color thing. It's about.
Well, no, I mean, and look, you know what? I can respect. I am the fly in the ointment. I am the monkey in the wrench. Let me explain something to you. I'm going to read this right here, and it's completely opposite of what I'm talking about. But this is where it started. This is what we should do. Unfortunately, they're not doing what they should be doing. So I'm the guy that the military used to always call on when everything else was lost. When they'd go, "We need you to do this." And then you'd always have that one knucklehead captain that'd go, "Well, you got to brief us on what you're doing." I'd look over at the colonel, and the colonel look at the captain and go, "Nah, by the time he gets it, we just need it taken care of." And that's what we need now. I'm serious. I'm not talking about martial law, but I'm talking about pretty damn close to it.
Well, there needs to be an understanding. There just needs to be an understanding that we're not going to tolerate this. And the problem is we have wussies that are in control who show no control. I mean, they are allowing. What if me and my family would have just happened to walk out of a building last night needing to get somewhere? Could we have gotten there safely?
No.
Never would have happened.
No.
And if you would have done something, you'd be on the news for shooting people.
So if me and my family would have been terrorized, we don't consider those people terrorists?
Here, can I?
I mean, if long as it's not long, because we need to go to a commercial. Like I just don't like the fact that people can't be safe in their own communities.
Right. In fact, this would be a real
would have escalated even more had you been out with a family been threatened or attacked, and you had to protect yourself or your family and shot one of them.
Right.
Then he'd be the bad guy.
Escalated that much more.
He'd be the bad guy. He's out there shooting. He's out there shooting fathers of 7. All right, here I'm gonna read this. Might be a good idea just to go to commercial right when I'm done, Scotty.
Oh, I'm
let
planning on
it. All right, this is a quote from 1963. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, and the reason I'm saying that, Scotty, is you said violence begets violence.
Yeah, violence is not. You know,
I
know I'm contradicting myself when I say violence doesn't solve violence, but the problem is right and wrong.
Right.
What they're doing is wrong, and you need to correct it. Right. It's like watching my pit bull bite my child. Do you allow it to happen? Well, I don't want to hurt the dog. It's not the dog's fault he's biting my toddler. The dog doesn't know any better. It's just it just thinks it's playing. But yet my toddler is losing her arm.
Well, the dog gets to live in heaven. Okay, so darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Hate multiplies hate. Violence multiplies violence, and toughness multiplies toughness in a descending spiral of destruction. Sounds like a prison system, huh?
Yeah.
The chain reaction of evil, hate begetting hate, wars producing more wars must be broken, or we shall be plunged into the dark abyss of annihilation. Do you know who said that?
No.
Martin Luther King.
Awesome.
1963. I have all the respect in the world. I hate his family, but that man was amazing. And let me explain something to you. God knows that this was a godly man trying to do a godly thing. Unfortunately, I'm not that guy. You see what I'm saying? In the dark corners of your mind, those eyeballs that are looking out, that was me. This stuff has to stop. And I swear in my mind, the only thing I think that will stop it is violence. Is violence back on them?
On
the protesters. It's probably the wrong answer, but it is the military.
I would not care. Human beings. Let me just word it this way: human beings out on the street causing destruction and terrorizing other human beings, no matter your color. If you set out with intentions of hurting and destroying, then it needs to be stopped. Period.
Amen.
Your color means nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I don't care who you are. You're tearing up my stuff. Or like I said, I'm sitting in the studio one night and somebody starts breaking through the glass. Yeah, I got something for you. I do. And it ain't no 50-pound salt lick. I'm telling you, I'm going to kill you. And I will sleep perfectly well knowing that I defended our property and our families.
That's right. All right, you guys, we're going to a commercial.
When we come back, we're going to be funny.
I got a good song. Yeah, we got our guest coming in. We got us a guest co-host. Everybody hang tight. We will be right back. We got real serious real quick this morning, but
it's a serious topic.
A serious topic. Everybody's talking about this right now. Everybody's got their point of view.
News, everything.
And I anybody that wants to share their point of view, feel free to call in or text in. Feel free to voice your opinion.
Hell yeah.
I personally don't feel that destruction, these people are looting businesses that have nothing to do with their protests. They're destroying windows to buildings that have nothing to do with the protesters. They're destroying police cars. Okay, let's look at facts, people. Who's paying to fix the police car?
The taxpayer.
Our taxes. Who's paying to fix those windows? The people that own the building. They have nothing to do with this so-called peaceful protest. If it's peaceful, somebody wouldn't have been shot by one of the other people in the protest. If it was peaceful, trash cans would not have been broken and thrown through windows. If it was peaceful, we wouldn't have saw 14 people trying to do the wobble on top of a cop car.
Right.
So what peaceful is that? Peaceful does not block the intersection and make poor innocent bystanders be stuck and terrorized and have to be in fear of their own life. That's not peaceful.
There were guys that were breaking up the concrete on bridges and throwing the chunks of the bridge over at cars.
Yeah, the people that just happen to be driving by.
Yeah, they're destroying their cars.
All right, well, let's go to commercial, Jeff. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Yeah.
Is there anything we did so much talking? Is there anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, isn't Thursday cleaning day for you?
I was just trying to be funny on Mike's national anthem.
Yeah, well, you suck at being funny.
I was going to try and make it down there to help you out this morning, but
I am so glad you didn't.
I threw my back out yesterday, so I can't sit more than about 20 minutes.
Yeah, that leaning up to get the remote control can be a real bitch sometimes.
No, I'll put them beside me.
All right, you dude.
Good answer.
I can lay down. I can lay down. I just can't sit down. The more I sit, the worse it gets.
Are you hitting on me?
Wait a minute. He said he can't sit. He
said he goes.
I've tuned out. Are we on hemorrhoid?
Well, no. He goes. I can lay down, but I can't sit down. I said, you hitting on me?
Oh my God. Okay.
Scott, you know, from your years of construction, everything.
Yeah, Scott. Do you know about his back?
Back starts locking up.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Oh, I agree.
Scott, you know about Jeff's back?
Shut up, Mark.
Does he have a trainer stand?
All right, brother. See you later. Bye bye. All right, everybody. We'll hang on. We'll be right back momentarily.
Maybe not. I have doubled. Yeah, we grow like 20 every week. 20. Shut up. Why do you got to always pick on me? God, man. Yeah, so we'll be at. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, you're gonna be over here. Well, if you look, instead of advertising the fact, stop advertising the fact that you start all these damn comments with this. I know I'm gonna piss people off. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize right now. Stop doing that. Just say it, you pussy. Yeah, I'm sorry about the purple headphones, dude. They suck too, man. I hate to tell you. They're like, see, like these are studio ones. These are like a couple $100. The ones that Scottie's got, I don't even know how much those cost. But over there, they're like the $19 Walmart special, buddy. And when you put them on, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Hey, Scottie Bella's out.
How about Jack's? Oh my God!
Yeah.
I'm thinking
she can always come down when I'm down here. Variable speeds loves freaking. He'll sit over there a variable.
Come on, B. Get over here. You're gonna drive him cuckoo.
Anything in particular?
Oh, I don't mean to. I don't want you pissed. I need us happy. I need to look up the Day of Unity.
Give me 2 teams of guys I know in the military.
I've got to know about Halloween.
You could put 2 guys on opposite sides. Oh, do you? Yeah, how do they feel being prisoners in their own home? Probably looking at people you know.
Day of Unity.
That was yesterday. Yesterday was the UN Day of.
No. What I'm saying is, yeah, and that's why I was trying to. 29th of October. That's where I've scrolled down because they want me to share it. That's one of your buddies too, and I'm trying to find out, and hopefully it's not made to private, because what happens is when you make these, it automatically makes it as a private event where only your friends can see it. It automatically does that. If you want it to be open, you have to tell it to be open. So if it's not an open event, it won't be on my calendar. Every time he shares it, I would see it. What's his name again? I've got to where I just recognize people's faces, profile pictures, because I keep seeing it. That's the flyer. Does he have a page? See, here's what I'm trying to pull off. See, this ends like an hour-ish after I'm supposed to be setting up at this Halloween party. Nobody's finalized. So I do have an event earlier that day that's a bike ride in Noonan. We were hauling ass to Noonan. I was actually going to try to shoot in here on my way to the Halloween party. But if the Halloween party doesn't happen, I'll show up to this. See, I'm to the point now. I don't want to let me have to word it this way, because we used to do our own events and promote them. And I mean, I did all of it, put it together and everything. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to show up no different than a band. I mean, I want to help promote it and share it, but I want to be able to show up and do my little thing and boogie. And the reason is because like this, that's 3 events in one day. I need to be able to jet in, do my part, and jet out. If I can hang out, I want to. Don't get me wrong. Like this one, if I don't have to go to the Halloween party, I'll be able to get here and hang out. You know, hell, if it's over by 7, it's not like we got to leave the park right then and there either. I don't know that I have to take the bus to Noonan this year. I may ride out depending on my come back here, have the bus loaded ahead of time. So all I'll do is pull the bike in the garage, change clothes, get in the bus, leave, hopefully stop by there on the way to Halloween party and or stay there. You know what I mean? 1, 2. All right, everybody, we're back.
Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
You're sitting on your bum?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not, I'm done.
You need to cheer up.
Yeah,
you
well,
got you're ridiculously
you know
too
I
serious.
got him all serious.
I got him all
I'm
serious.
riding in. I'm here. I'm thinking, when I saw the thing, I'm thinking, well, I may be sitting in Militarymike's seat, but here I am in redneckstep's seat. And I hear Mike over here all serious this morning.
Yeah.
Listen, I need to explain something to you. Just because you're sitting in that seat, I don't need you.
Yeah.
I need you to stay you.
Well, yeah.
Because what happens is when people, that's like the Bermuda Triangle of common sense.
I think it's that chair.
I don't know, man. People sit on that side of the room and they lose their mind. Is it too close to the toilet or something?
It's the purple.
It's them stupid ass headphones. That's what it is.
I was trying to explain to him. The
if you need to swap headphones, feel free.
You're looking at a couple $100, probably $1,000 worth of headphones over here, and maybe $14.95 over there. And they sound like.
Well, you know what sucks is they're Scullies. We bought our candies. I mean, we bought them knowing they would sound decent, but they have no highs or mids.
No, it's very.
It's like talking into like a sewer. It's
and they smell that bad too.
That explains why you hear trash.
Smell is.
That's all that trash talk.
Yeah, that's why they smell like old chicken and dollar steaks.
Hey, since we were on this discussion, and you seem to know a pretty good deal about this festival, explain what's happening on this community in Unity
Festival. Well, it's going to be on October 29th, which is the day of the Georgia-Florida game, which that was a lot of people were like, hey, it's the day of the Georgia-Florida game. So we've actually incorporated the Georgia-Florida game into the community in Unity. So,
okay.
So we've actually got a tent going on. So, nothing like bringing Georgia fans, and Florida fans together.
And then you can keep making announcements in between bands about the score.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, we've done that, dude. One of the big festivals that we do this particular weekend, I normally do something in Houston. And there's been times games have been happening, and in between acts, I have to give the score. Because there's so many vendors sitting there trying to listen to a radio, but yet deal with customers. So every break, I'd have to go, all right, here we are.
But yeah, we've got
Georgia sucks, but it's 14-12.
We're gonna actually have a tent set up with TVs, so it's not even gonna be and we're gonna have beer.
That's awesome.
We're a beer tent.
Who is supplying the beer?
That would be our friends over at the Social House.
Good.
Just out of curiosity, Casey, what's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we never.
We never did introduce.
It's
sorry.
Okay,
guest host today.
Well, I was drinking martinis last night at Irish Bread.
Oh, that's good.
I need to go there, by the way. I haven't.
Martinis.
Hang on 1 second. Just for Fun Radio.
Go Dogs.
Shut up.
Of course, he has to be that guy.
That
And I don't watch football, so to me, it's just a big poke when I mess with Georgia Bulldog people. What's real funny is the guy that just called. Him and his wife wore Georgia shirts while we were at the Sweetwater I can never say it. We were at the beer place, and we're next to Tech. Like all the Tech people are there drinking, and everybody's looking at these two like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Don't you have your own brewery in Athens?
That's right. Another dude comes walking in, and I went, "Jeff, look, here's another dude with no taste coming through the door."
Now
he opens the door and comes through, and the whole room just goes.
Anthony from the academy there was here this week, and he's a diehard. He's got a master's degree from Georgia. Scotty and I were just abusing him about his.
I just find it funny because here's the thing: 90% of the UGA fans are not high school graduates. So when you get the one guy who has a master and he's like, "Well, I can't believe you're picking on UGA," and Stephanie's like, "Well, they're intelligent." I'm like, "You're right, Stephanie. They are intelligent. But the rest of you carrying around the UGA stuff, ugh, exactly. Just exactly."
All right, so it's 90% of UGA fans do not have high school diplomas.
I tell people, just because you drove past Georgia doesn't make it your school.
Right.
Just because you hung sheetrock there doesn't make it your school. Just because you got drunk and sexually assaulted there does not make it your school. Just because you lost your virginity in that parking lot does not make it your school.
When you were 12,
eating at the varsity doesn't count either.
That's right. Just because you had community, just because you had community service there picking up trash doesn't make it your school.
You don't get a jersey. Don't you love when they're like, "Go Dogs, go Dogs," and you go, "Hey, who's playing quarterback today?" And they look at you. That guy right there. So you don't know his name? No. Okay. And that opens up a can of worms for me because I'm going to say, "So, how many games have they won this year?" "Oh, who's coaching?" They don't even know the coach. Sabian? Is that, I think the guy's name is Sabian? Yeah. Bear Bryant? Well, Jimmy Johnson sausage.
Now he's moving over to Alabama fans.
Yeah, Alabama. I lived in Alabama, unfortunately, a couple times, and it's Alabama is like its own country. It's like Doofistan. Or wait, Scotty,
Doofistan, is that
Doodoo-stan.
Is that like Pakistan?
Yeah, Doodoo-stan. That's what I'm gonna say about Alabama. Do you realize that in Alabama, right there? I lived in Opelika. And that's right on the line.
It's right next to Spanky Lanky.
That's when you're going to Panama City. You see that sign, this is ways to Opelika, this ways to Dothan.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And Dothan had a lot of Korean women with single kids, and little kids would run up to me and go, "Daddy," and freak me out when I was in flight school. But you go to the
child
Opelika,
support.
The whole grocery store, like Kroger, will be like Roll Tide. Everything in it, Roll Tide. The windows are all painted like
half them people.
You're walking into a Roll Tide Kroger.
Half them people over there need to roll their clothes up in some Tide in a washing machine.
You go in, every employee's wearing Roll Tide shirts. Everything on the shelves is Roll Tide, and you have to start trouble. I mean, well, I know I do. You go in banks, and they're all decorated for their particular team.
You start trouble, really?
Oh no, I'm
never gonna happen.
Really?
I'm shy.
Yeah.
When I'm out, I'm an introvert. Ask Scotty.
He's not allowed to go to Harley with me anymore.
He been banned or just kicked out?
I banned him.
Dude, but
okay, so here's what we learned. He has this phobia for like snakes and spiders. So I need everybody to be an adult for a second. Let's do this.
Huh? Seriously, you think I'm being childish?
No, this is not a discussion for you. Listen to me, young man. When you drink a beer, it takes about 10 minutes for said beer to be in your system.
Right.
So you can't do 3 shots of Jaeger and then get in your car to drive because you might be fine now, but by the time you get to the bypass and the 4-way, you're screwed. Okay, with this analogy being brought up, Mike sees a spider right there or a snake right there on that monitor, and he freaks out. So he walks over behind that recliner and pops one of his crazy man pills.
Oh, Lord.
Well, 5 minutes later, he decided to pop another one. because the first one didn't work. In 5 minutes.
You guys had a picture of an albino snake that was like 20 feet long wrapped around Stephanie. And I've been diagnosed with this phobia. It's not something that I just, I don't like snakes, or I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Remember this?
Shut up.
So
truthfully,
he takes his crazy man pills.
2.
And 2. We decide that, you know, that particular day we had somewhere we were going as a group. So we all go to this little yellow building in Old Town Conyers, and there was a biatch that worked there who already liked to talk a little bit of trash to me, not realizing A, I'm a citizen, and B, she's an employee of the city.
And 2, I wasn't going to put up with it.
So I was biting my tongue. Medicated Mike over here could not.
2 pills in and he's done.
Oh yeah, it was like the blue collar comedy. I knew what I needed to do, but I could not do it.
If you were, and I'm not going to say that.
What is the joke? I knew I had the right to remain silent, but I did not have the ability.
They exceeded the limitations of my medication.
So anyhow, he embarrasses the hell out of me.
How? That woman was
because he wouldn't shut up.
Freaking rude.
Because I still had to do what I had to do. But now we end up at
VFW.
Did you ever watch the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yes.
Where there was the wallpaper that you could lick and sniff.
Yeah.
Imagine the original Willy Wonka where they're scratching and sniffing the wallpaper and licking the wallpaper. I want you to envision that look, right? Okay. So we end up in Harley. I'm introducing him to everybody, and Harley, your voice echoes in there. Mike starts talking about how hot Tammy looked. He starts talking about how sexy and sensual her and those motorcycles looked.
Is she the redhead?
No, it was the short blonde.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So then he decides that this isn't enough attention.
I'm going to work here.
Let's start petting the motorcycles.
Oh, the 883 is me.
Let's not only do we want to pet the motorcycles and stroke the motorcycles and touch the motorcycles. Let's make love to the motorcycles. And that's
I'm getting wood just
you hear that? That's what was happening.
I mean, he's already
in front of everybody and echoing through the building.
Now, I decided to work there, and I went behind the counter.
And he's like, well, why haven't you brought me here before? I'm like, oh, my God.
I was going nuts. I love motorcycles.
Nuts is not the word for it.
Did you tell people you picked him up on the way?
God, no. Everybody knows who I was.
No, but I
walked through the door, they knew who I was.
I was embarrassed and was saying, we'll make sure he does not come back. And my friend Joey, who was with us, Joey was with us, and Tyler was with us. And I'm looking at Tyler going, you're babysitting. You go babysit this Riri. Yeah. We have got work to do, and now we got damage control, and all this started with
I went behind the counter, and then that luscious redhead came back there with me, and we were just having a blast. And then she got a cell phone call. It must have been her boyfriend or husband or something, because after that she was all cold and insensitive. But I stayed behind the counter, and I spent money there. So, and then like 2 days later, see, he won't tell you this part. 2 days later, him and the promotions guy get into it, buddy. I'm talking about.
Well, no, it was probably a week later, because it's after this lady right here quit. But this is the blonde, and he's
gorgeous.
He was just like in awe of Tammy, and he's like, and he's walking around in there going, hey, why have you kept me away from this place? And look, I'm talking flamboyantly. He's like, why have you look at her. Why would you keep me away from here?
He kind of has that Dusty Rhodes look about him.
God almighty.
Women love that attention.
And look, that's what she looks like as a rider. And he's just like super turned on. And
see, you make it a disgusting
look at that. I'm not trying to say that it was disgusting.
I'm saying she's beautiful. And I think that beautiful women love being told they're beautiful.
Yeah. Once in 5 minutes, not 30 times. And maybe if you would have leaned over and go, Tammy, I find you to be extremely beautiful. Not over here going, look at this motorcycle. And Tammy, you're a smoking girl. Oh, and he's rubbing this motorcycle like the tag's going to jump off and kiss him.
Your tongue hanging out.
Hey, I don't.
No, his tongue was inserted in the tailpipe.
I'm missing a tooth right here. So what are you trying to say? I was trying to blow up the bike?
No, but if one of those salesmen would have got on the bike, you might have.
Did they have salesmen at the time?
I'll never look at the Harley Davidson dealership the same again.
That's right.
No salesman approached me. What was it?
Dykes on bikes. That would have been the commercial for him.
Did you really just say that?
Come on, like it hasn't ever been said before.
All I can tell you is that everybody was laughing and having a good time. Scotty was embarrassed, which that was pretty much my goal. I bought a bunch of poker chips, which I have no idea why. Have you ever seen those?
Chips?
Yeah, they're Harley Davidson poker chips.
Everybody collects chips. Every Harley Davidson chip. Every Harley Davidson dealership you go to has a chip, and people try to collect them.
Okay.
I just saw and then you make a frame and put how many you have.
I can do the thing on my hand, and when you do it with a quarter or $50.
Used to, everybody had to get shirts, but then you end up with 14,000 shirts.
Yeah.
So now they have the coins or the chips rather.
Chips or whatever. Yeah.
So I guess I've never seen anybody else with chips though. So I don't know. See, like in the military, we have what are called challenge coins. Like I've got a 10th SF challenge coin for 10th.
I need to create a just for fun coin. That's a shut up coin.
Yeah, if you
challenge you to shut up.
If you meet somebody else that says they're from 10th, you challenge them with your coin. If they don't have their coin, they have to buy you a beer.
Oh,
and in Germany, it was called a Fenning check.
So are you going to try this with your new Harley Davidson?
No, because you know what? It used to be. I had a lot of respect for Harley riders. When my brother used to
see there's
them,
a used to here. I need to have this. There's an explanation too here.
But when I see a guy going by in assless chaps and little pink ribbons on his
why do you keep saying assless chaps?
Because they're chaps with no ass. Technically,
they're just chaps.
Well, I added an adjective.
Pants without an ass would be pants without an ass.
I could just say ribbon, but most of these guys have little pink tassels.
Assless pants would be a pair of pants with their butt ripped out.
When I was a,
what do you call crotchless panties? Don't say a good time. You're already smiling.
I hate you. There's a lot of times we can't look at each other.
When we do this, what he was going to say.
When we do this, we can't look at each other because I can see his lips moving as I'm about to say it. And it's like, damn it,
but there's no such
set me up for the joke, then you take the damn.
There's no such thing as assless chaps. They're just chaps.
You know a lot about assless chaps. That's all I got.
No, every motorcycle guy in the world loves a non-rider who says, "You got any of them assless chaps?"
Now you know.
No, but I got a dumbass friend.
Now you know.
And you point to the guy that just asked the question.
Now you know why I'm scared. You hear what he said? Every Harley rider has an assless non-rider he wants to talk to.
Listen, I got 2 pair of chaps inside that room over there.
Yeah, 2 pair of assless chaps.
There's no such thing.
Okay, go drop trowel, go put those chaps on it, and let's see it on camera. Let's get you up on tape.
No,
chaps don't have
don't do that.
Fronts or back, Mike.
So they're crotchless too.
Exactly.
Crotchless,
taintless, assless. They're chaps. I saw a guy the other day. I saw the guy the other day, and there was a picture. He's standing in a McDonald's. He has on gray cotton shorts.
Underwear?
Shut up. He has on red, tight-legged pants, and they were sagging to the point that the top of his pants were underneath the bottom of his shorts. And I was like, at this point, why are you not just wearing shorts and leg warmers? Bring back the 80s. Let's get physical. You know what I mean? Some Olivia Newton-John. Because
don't ever do that again.
He can't run. Those pants at his kneecaps look like a set of damn chains. Like he's got handcuffs.
That's disgusting. And you know how I feel about that. You know what?
About disgusting?
No, about those guys wearing their pants down like that, because I've worked in retail operations or in crowds and stuff, and I see it, and I ask women, black, white, green, yellow, Asian, whatever. I go, do you find that in any way attractive? And I have never
but my brother does.
Yeah, I have never had one woman, never had one single solitary woman say yes. They all say the same thing. No, they look stupid. Why do they? Well.
And you know what's so sad is, here's the sad part, is everybody wants to say the black guys are black guys. Yes, it's horrible seeing the black guys. But what's really horrible, and I know this is stereotyping, and I'll be willing to accept it, what's really horrible is seeing some white trash doing it. That irks me.
Man, we're pissing off everybody.
That irks me. Well, I didn't say Catholic white trash. I just said white trash.
Very good. Very good.
You know I got to go for my Catholic jokes.
That was very good. I like that.
I just, when I see a bunch of white trash walking around like that, I know I can say the words, I know your mama taught you better.
Yeah,
especially in Covington, because you know the Southern mama doesn't want to put up with their kids dressing like that.
Right.
I'm thoroughly confused on that whole. You look, you want to wear your hat backwards to the side. You want to have gold teeth. So what? I have no idea in the world. And like I was joking with Jagged Edge the other day. I got black friends. No, everybody knows. Racial lines are racial lines. Everybody's a racist. I know you are. Stop lying. The next thing is why do black people?
No, we're judgmental. I don't know that I could say racist. I think we're all judgmental.
Yeah,
we're all judgmental.
That's human nature.
You're a judgmentalist.
Yes,
I'm a racist. I know I am. I talk to.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't. But you so use the word. I think for shock value.
Yes.
On the radio, Mike says he's a racist.
Yeah.
But Mike's truly not a racist. But he does that to poke you people that are listening, and y'all go, "Oh, he's a bigot. He's poking you."
Yeah.
And you're reacting, which is why he does it.
Okay. Let's get back to me real quick admitting I'm a racist because I am a racist.
No, you're an idiot. That is confirmed.
Okay. Do we have any black listeners? If we do, could someone please call in?
Wait.
What black listener? Why do you have tattoos? Why do black people get tattoos?
Let me ask you a really stupid question, Mike. Okay. And we got at least one educated person at the table. If you're asking a very stupid, trying to be insulting, do you think if, for instance, there was a black gentleman listening today, do you think he would be dumb enough to call in with you insulting people?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I need a Catholic priest to please call in.
Easy.
Put down the little boy, the milk, and the cookies, and call me.
Oh, my God.
We'll see how quick that Catholic guy will call in. Yeah, Mike, that's the comparison.
Why do black people get tattoos? Please, somebody explain this. Why do women that are like 60, 70 years old get tattoos? I ate at Waffle House yesterday.
Mike has no tattoos, so he's asking these questions.
The woman that was cooking was like 80 years old, and her tattoos had all just morphed into this bluish black blob of shit you couldn't read.
Yeah. Well, okay, so my mother kept saying, why did you get all this ink? Well, you don't see mine a whole lot. And my mom and my grandfather, World War II vet that just passed away, was covered in tattoos. And you couldn't even read them. They just look like birthmarks at this point. or where it looks like he was walking through a burned down house with a shirt off and bumped into some soot. That's what it looked like. So my mom said, what are you going to do when you get Pawpaw's age? I said, I'm going to be senile. I'm going to be playing with the grandkids, and I'm not going to give a crap.
Right.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. But I get what she's saying because they looked horrible. Like over his left bicep, not bicep, but chest muscle, whatever muscle you want to call that. He had a seagull when they went over the equator, and all the guys would get the seagull.
Everybody got the seagull.
When I was 6, it was a seagull. When I was 18, it was a bat. When he died, it was a buzzard. And I mean, it was the buzzard, the same one that you would see on the Bugs Bunny commercials or cartoons. I'm off to pick a baby bumblebee. Buford the buzzard. It went from Sally the seagull to Buford the buzzard. He was a California condo. He was so small as a seagull, and he becomes so big and droopy. And I say, Granddaddy, that must be that California condo because them arms look like they 6 feet wide. He said, that's because my breast is sagging, son. He had a hula girl on his forearm when I was a kid.
And by the time you were 18.
By the time he was 18, it looked like Christy Blinkley, right? And then what's the other chick now that was on the Cheers?
Christy Alley.
That's right.
400 pounds of love.
When my grandfather died, he had a Jenny Craig commercial on his arm. I mean, if you think about it, I saw a girl one time back in the 80s and the early 90s, and she was getting a dolphin tattooed on her hip. Oh, and I said, chick, you know that's a dolphin now, but that biatch's going to be Shamu by the time you're 60. She goes, Shamu. I went, orca? What is that? SeaWorld? She goes, oh. Does nobody think about tattoos? Like some of these chicks are getting tattoos of like Bible verses on the rib cage. I said, chick, that looks good now because you're young, your ribs and all that's exposed, your skin's tight. I said, do you know when you turn 40, it's going to be like a scroll. I'm going to have to pull your rolls up to read it.
Yeah. Wow, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to look like a drop screen for my projector. I'm going to have to pull it down to read it.
We were over at Now or Never about a month ago, I guess, and there was an older lady there, probably 80-ish, getting her first tattoo.
Man.
And that was the reason. She's like, I didn't want to get it when I was younger because I didn't want it to turn into something else.
All right, wait a minute.
Now I'm 80.
I need clarification.
Dr. Ink Eraser, Joe, we need Joe to call in about.
Listen to me. I need clarification. All right, so I realized that the beginning was a seagull and the end was a buzzard. But please, God, help me. Oh, a bat. You said a bat.
Yeah, it was a bat.
It
transformed through the years. Yeah. And you know what's sad? What's sad is when we were kids, my grandfather was always a workout guy, right? So he would do like see it fly, and he could make his chest bounce. Lord. Then towards the end, I'd go, Granddaddy, show them grandkids how that bird flies, because now it's a California buzzard, right? And I'm like, show them kids how that thing flies. And I finally looked at my granddad one time. I said, thought you was in the Navy. He says, why you say that? I said, because that looks like a B-52 sinking, it's just free falling in the air.
I just can't get that vision out of my brain. I can see it.
Can't you see it? I love painting all day. I love painting those images in your brains. Okay, so I have my friend Holly go, stop bashing tats. I am 56 and I have some. She goes, you are so wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong to get them. Just don't show them. You know what? When you're young, you know what you should do? You should go get right under your armpit area. People go, you don't get tattoos under your armpit area. You get them on your ribs. I'm like, yeah, but if you get it and get it to say to be continued, when you're 60, it's going to be your waistline.
Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. I've got one tattoo picked out that I want to get, and then I'm working on the other one. There's a couple things I want to do, but almost all of them have the color white involved. So I got into a big discussion with Scottie and everybody about white as an ink, and it just some people say
some people can take white. It depends on the white too.
Because like Ken Morgan,
they overshaded that gargoyle on my leg, and the dude came back with white, and it made all the definition on the muscles and stuff pop. Not muscles on my leg, but the definition of the gargoyle.
Yeah. Well, like Ken Morgan, he's got on his calf, he's got a big American eagle and an American flag.
Hey, you can't say that it's a big.
He's a big.
He's a big guy. Anything on him's big. You can't say that it's a big.
I don't know about all that.
Okay. So, anyways, I wonder what the black and blue rose on my foot will look like when she's old. Well, think about this: if you're walking through the park and your dog, you're not really paying attention to your dog walking in front of you, like you're looking left, and your dog stops to squat, and you continue to walk and bump into your dog, and the poop goes on your foot. There's your analogy. There's your analogy of what your tattoo is going to look like. You're going to look down and go, oh, my God, what did you eat?
Yesterday at the Pampered Puppy, I was picking a Celia. Right? There's a girl holding like one of those little Yorkshire Terriers, and the little Yorkshire Terrier is just trying to tear ass into my pit bull, right? And my dog went, roof, one time. The dog crapped all down the lady's side. And I said, your puppy's leaving you something. And she looked over, that's not from my puppy, as more starts falling out.
Oh.
And
it's down her shirt.
And everything.
And on her foot. That's what made me laugh.
Oh, my God.
So, now, but wait a minute. So, Mike, you don't have any tattoos?
No.
None.
28 years in the Army.
But you're wanting to get one?
I'm getting two, yeah. I want to get, yeah.
You've got to video this.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a big deal. We were actually going to see if they could come in.
No, health code violations, you have to go there.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But I can live stream. I do have the capability.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, you've got to video this.
Yeah.
I made a deal, and I need to go renegotiate because it's been years ago. But instead of it saying radio.com, it's going to say just for fun in my logo. Mm-hmm. And we were doing a publicity stunt where he was going to give everybody that wanted one for free as long as we would all come and get them videoed at one time. Like we did one time where I made a dare to Waterhead that he wouldn't get a tattoo on his butt. And the tattoo sponsor paid for it. He's like, I'll give it to him for free if he'll come do it. And we videoed it. It was all a publicity stunt.
Let me see. Who are our sponsors?
Now or never.
No, I know that. I'm talking about which one of our sponsors could I approach about getting a tattoo, paying for my tattoo? So
if Rob's Performance would pay for the tattoo, you would go get it on your butt.
Is it going to say Rob's Performance?
Yes.
No. Now, if we get the Oasis, maybe. I'm working with advertising.
What do you want it to say? He's an automotive guy, so it'd have to have automotive.
I want a 68 Chevelle on my ass. I miss my Chevelle.
Okay, listen, as big as your butt is, I understand.
We could do a whole muscle car show back there.
That's what I was going to say. But we would probably have to get a Volkswagen Bug because, you know.
Yeah, a thing. That's disgusting.
A thing on a thing? Woo, that'd be weird.
Can we put a DeLorean back there?
Why?
I don't know.
You want to go back in time?
Hey, let's go to a commercial, you guys.
For you and he's doing it. Good
everybody,
job.
we'll be right back in. I do want to bring back up this community and unity event. So everybody hang tight. We will be right back.
Oh, that was perfect. I loaded up for Scott.
That's good.
Okay,
people are talking about, oh God, there's 2 messages about the tattoo.
This is the one I'm contemplating. I've already got the other one picked out. Italian flag. I'm so sorry. See the white?
Yeah.
It's just
Well, what they would do is the white wouldn't be white. Shading in.
Yeah, they'll probably do some gray that'll bring out the white in your skin.
Yeah.
Because the
I mean, he could put some white in. There's just no guarantee it'll stay.
Oh, Peter Chris, all right, drummer. Tattoo kind of silly stuff like it's a Sicilian. Knights Templar crest.
God, I got a bunch of texts on this one. Yeah.
Remember the movie Monsters?
Mike? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah. And then there's another one that I have.
Y'all ready?
Cool military ones. I'll just continue my quest.
All right, you guys, we're back. Ravens Renovations just said, Mike, I will pay for you to get one.
That says Renan.
That says Ravens.
Well, let me look at that logo.
Hey, what was that football player's name that beat his wife down? Why don't you get Ray Rice? Isn't that his name?
Every one of them.
Get Ray Rice on right.
I thought that was part of being a
Mike needs the pampered puppy on his ace.
See, that might
a tramp stamp that says pampered puppy.
I don't know about the tramp stamp. You silly girls over there. They're so funny.
No, Little Richard said that one.
Well, he's a little girl
Still
too.
silly little girl.
Yeah, he's a little silly girl too.
So let's go back to this this community and unity. You know, because I don't know a whole lot about it. Jeff hit me up. My other friend Jeff, not Jeff Mathias, because he's gonna call in and go, I didn't hear you. Put your bear down and you're robotussing. But my friend Jeff hit me up and was like, dude, you need to help be this, blah blah blah. And truthfully, when I saw the date, I'm like, crap, man, because I got a little something I was working on. But I don't know that I want to take it to Old Town because I just can't get the city to do nothing.
Basically, the biggest premise behind the whole unity community is to bring the community together. We're going to acknowledge the police officers, acknowledge the local law enforcement.
Right.
We're bringing in the different people from the community, the African American community, the white community, you know, all together. We're going to do a big cookout at 11 o'clock. So there's going to be free hot dogs for everybody at 11 o'clock. We've got music going on. We've got anything from country to R&B. We've got a great lineup of music set up to go. We've got tents out there for, you know, vendor tents and those are still available. If anyone wants to, they can go to the website, covingtonunited.org and sign up for vendor tents. We also have sponsorships available because, you know, these things aren't free.
Right.
So,
by no means. Yeah.
You know, we're having to lease out the Legion Field, which is in Covington, right behind the Y. It's a nice field. They built a nice amphitheater out there.
Beautiful.
Jabbing and Crying did a huge concert there not long ago. It's a nice setup. We've got a cornhole, you know, stuff going on. We got stuff for the kids. It's gonna be a good event, and it's the first event of this kind. And Jacob Massey,
and I do want to be part of it next year. I mean, I want to be part of it every year. This date just has me in a mess, but I want to be part of this. I've wanted to do when I read the name, it kind of goes along with something I was wanting to do. And I want to do it. As soon as I saw the date, I'm like, oh my God, a good one finally comes around, and it's like I can't be there.
It's just, you know, you guys were talking about this morning, stuff going on with especially with the police officers and just the African American community, bringing them together, showing that, you know, every police officer doesn't break the law. Every African American doesn't break the law.
And I was fixing to say, think of how many, if you even look at it in percentages, how many people don't even have anything to do with that?
Right.
Like I have nothing other than getting voicey and sharing my opinion. I have nothing to do with any of what's happening in any of the North Carolina stuff.
Right. And
I have nothing to do with Ferguson other than watching it going, how do people destroy their own town?
Yep.
That's the only opinion I have.
And, you know, you guys were talking about, I don't want to get too serious again.
No.
And I'm going to do a shout out to my best friend in Charlotte, Stephanie Barkley out there. She's listening this morning in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Awesome.
But, you know, all you're doing is hurting your own community when you do stuff like that.
Right.
I know that.
You know, that's all you're doing.
Right.
And Jacob had this idea. Let's instead of hurting the community, let's bring
them together.
And let's have an old fashioned fall festival, basically, is what it boils down to.
Oh, that's cool. There
and see, and here's the thing is this weekend, every year since 07, I've been doing one in Houston. The 24th of every year, September 24th of every year, I'm part of it. The problem is I don't work up there anymore. I used to remodel houses, and I was always up there, so doing it wasn't a big deal. Now I'm not. And I have tried to get a fall festival started. As soon as we did the Driving and Crying thing, I'm looking up at that stage going, why are we not doing one here?
Right.
Why are we not doing one?
Yep. It's
then
perfect venue for it.
I don't want to do, like I was telling you earlier, I don't want to do events anymore, meaning me put it together. I just want to be a part of it. I want to work it a little bit. So this is a great thing because this is what I wanted. I'm like, why are we not doing that here?
Right. And, you know, last night, I was telling you, I was on the square last night. If you haven't been to the square in Covington, it's a revived square. There's a lot of energy up there. You know, setting up a classic fall festival, you know, like you see on the movies. You know, you see these nice fall festivals where there's dancing and there's music and I don't know if I want to see Mike dance, but
yes, you do. You mentioned it.
Hula, 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 like my granddaddy's tattoo.
Turn into a buzzard.
But you know, it's a great thing. Again, that we're still needing sponsors to do it. I'm involved in the event, among other things, but you know, it's gonna be a fun day.
Right.
And just getting people out there.
Right.
That's the thing. Getting people out there and getting money. These things aren't free.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have different sponsorship levels from $100 all the way up to $5,000.
And whoever's in charge, I probably need to sit down with y'all because this is y'all's first.
Yes.
And since I have been doing it so much, like back when we first started the one in Houston, I'm not lying. I was there setting up the 60-foot stage, which was a tractor trailer. I was in charge of all the parking. I was the supervisor directly under the mayor. I took care of all the parking, the trash, security, all the electricity issues, because people don't realize that when they show up with 3 skillets, each skillet is its own circuit. They don't realize that. So any questions like that or whatever, y'all just call me, because I can't even, with me doing electrical, I was having to explain to these people. They would show up and say, I need this. But the problem is the people that were setting the vendors up weren't staggering them.
Right.
And we only had limited amount of power. So I'm sitting there going, okay, you can't put the people that are doing 14 different versions of coffee, which has 6 coffee makers, next to the lady that has 4 crock pots.
Yep.
You can't, because they can't. Right. Up. So I had to make sure that happened. And I'm not trying to say I'm an authority by any means, but I've done enough of them. So any of you guys that want just even any info, please get with me, because there's just so many things that happen in this that are background scenes that people don't see.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's, and we kind of got a late start on it. Most these type of events usually take a year of planning.
Yeah.
And we're doing it in a short
period.
Of time.
Right.
So we want to make it a good event, and next year is going to be a great event.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
We really just get people out there to let them know this is the first one, and there's going to be more to come. And we're going to do a smaller event in the spring for a fundraising type thing. So it's not going to be a one and done type.
Man, them ones in Houston when we first started was a one night, become a 3-day.
Yeah.
The first one was a one night. Every year after that was 3 days.
Yeah.
And then we started doing springs. So we were doing a spring and a fall. Holy cow. I loved it.
And, the Covington is such a good central location, for people from Conyers, Jasper.
Oh, God. You'll get everybody from Monroe. You'll get people from Winder. It's just neat.
It's going to be awesome.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
It's always fun out there.
Oh, yeah.
Check some of these messages. Boy, the phones are just getting lit.
I don't care. Bunch of doofuses.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you calling the chief of police wife a doofus?
No.
Oh, because you had no idea that's who sent that.
Okay. Well, I mean, I said some nice stuff.
Yeah.
Well, when you say that, now she's gonna be mad at me again.
Again. You see that again?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So, but I said something very nice about her just a little bit ago, that about her, the way she organizes stuff, she gets a great turnout, and that's important, man.
She just said a shut up, Mike, in capital letters.
I figured it did. Too late. You had already told.
I'd already said it. It was. So. That's the good thing is about that whole 30-second delay. By the time she hears it, she's already typing before Mike can even explain what he's talking about. She's already typed it.
I didn't know, but she'll be mad at me.
No, she ain't gonna be mad at you.
These headphones are possessed, y'all.
I'm telling you,
those headphones are hard. Is it making your head hurt?
No,
he's losing IQ points.
It will.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe it's all. Maybe this is Steph's problem. It's the purple headphones.
Maybe they just need to disappear.
And with the headphones on.
No, I'm talking about the headphones.
I'm sorry.
I didn't clean them off. I hope there's nothing.
Oh, buddy.
Just saying.
Wow. Oh my God. So,
so
you said last night you were sitting somewhere eating, and I have not made it over there yet. So the Irish pub, is that where you are?
Yes. They have.
How is that?
On Wednesday night, they have jazz and martini night.
Man, that would be neat to try. I've not tried it.
I don't care for martinis.
And this morning, as I'm getting ready to come in here, I'm like, oh my goodness, did I agree to do this on how many martinis?
Wow.
That's that decision factor that, you decided to do it. You can't really.
Kind of should have been made a long time before you pull up.
What's funny is when he made the decision to come here, it was in the middle of drinking those martinis.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes.
Sad state of affairs.
But the food's great. The music's great.
Yeah. Like I said, I just haven't made it up there.
Everything's great.
Everything's great.
No offense. I'm trying to see if we have any birthdays.
Martinis. What's in a martini? Do you know?
Alcohol.
Whatever.
I drink them straight up, so it's just straight up vodka with olive.
Oh, okay.
So then it's not really a martini. Then it's just a vodka with an olive.
Pretty much.
My God, that's so funny. No,
is there vermouth?
There is vermouth.
Okay.
In it, yes.
What's the difference between? Because I've heard people say a dry martini. What's that mean? More of a
Dry. Use dry.
They give you a rag. I mean, a towel. Here's your martini. Squeegee it.
I just tell them I want it extra dirty every time.
Extra dirty. Wow.
Should I laugh at that? I'm just
I'm trying to figure out. I've never had a martini, so it just doesn't.
Well, they have $5 martinis on Wednesday night.
I don't know.
And listen, Wednesday night is the only night that we can get out of the house. The rest of the week we have night shows.
Right.
So Wednesday night, I have to just sign out computers and sign the guru in who's doing the rough edge in Oklahoma.
I was going running Monday night, and I always turn Just for Fun radio when I run. Didn't realize Military Mike show was on.
Oh my God. I bet you got an earful.
I'm like, okay.
Wow. Did you get the first hour?
No, because once I heard talking, I was like, okay, time for Pandora.
He didn't get the
I gotta run. I can't listen to
he didn't get the first hour if he heard talking.
The first hour was about testicular exams.
Oh,
we were doing one live on the air, and it wasn't pretty.
Trust me, it was not pretty. I saw Mike's little
it was videoed
stuff.
Yeah, the scrotum looked like a sheep's butt.
Oh Lord,
it wasn't pretty. There was enough pubes on the floor to make a sweater.
Oh Lord,
it was disgusting. Oh, who we calling, man?
You're fixing to call and ask for this person.
Maybe that's the tattoo you should
and
get,
you need to ask for this person and say that a lot of people in Covington have said that to call her. She works at
that's a her.
Shut up. That's a video of the page, fool. So this is a outdoors and pawn. They sell a lot of firearms. You need to ask for her and then start asking her questions about firearms. Like ask her if she has, and like come up with something hard and ask her for it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That sounds horrible. Maybe it's this chair.
Hey, this will be quick.
Yeah. Okay, let's
in and out. No
problem. Is this kind of like on the My Cousin Vinny thing?
It feels like
the girl on the stand. And
it has to be about firearms.
You can ask her whatever. It's a pawn shop.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remember, I worked in
Let's see if they answer. Because it's before 10 is why I say it like that. Let me mute me and Casey.
Is she going to answer the phone? Man, they know it's a scam. Oh, is that how you do it? Nobody's looking at me. I'm making faces. Scotty, shut up. Thank you for calling Ball Bar Outdoor.
And she's and her name. Hold on, I'm not going to say her name yet because I want to make sure the phone's dialing so nobody can bust us out. Tell her we're doing this.
Oh,
but her name, she goes by Faye, but her name's Faylene. We'll see if this is the right number.
And she's evidently a Georgia fan too.
You think?
Not my fault.
Oh, I've been with this woman for about 10 years. She's failing. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Faye?
Who is this?
Bobby. Hello.
Hello.
Is it Faye?
I don't know a Bobby.
A lot of my friends call me Bobby.
Oh, okay.
Hey, are you at work?
No.
You going to work?
Yes.
I need to pawn my gun.
Okay.
How much can I get on a Walther PPK/S?
You'll have to talk to the guys. I don't do that stuff.
All right, you do the other stuff at the pawn shop.
I do the paperwork.
Okay. Hey, how much can I get on a fish tank? I got a fish tank aquarium. She was getting mad. You could tell. I need the paperwork. Shut up. There ain't no paperwork in the pawn shop business. You file.
Just start messing with her about her birthday. Let's catch her while we can. Yeah, and then you say, I must have a bad connection. I hung up by accident.
Please leave your message.
Yeah, see, she knows that. She knows.
I'm gonna keep calling back.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, it's her birthday, man.
Right. Well, let me get ready to piss her.
No, go straight for the birthday at this point. Just go straight for the birthday.
I'll go answer.
Please leave your message.
Yeah, she ain't no way, man.
You could leave her a birthday message.
Yeah, that's what's fixing to happen.
Sing to her, Mike. Sing.
That's a phone. She's like, I don't know who the hell you are. Maybe I do a dirty birthday song. She a cutie?
Please leave your message.
I love it because I'm waiting for her to snap and be like, quit calling this phone.
Oh my God, you're gonna piss her off. Hey man, she ain't going for it.
I know, but I can't get my phone to.
Please leave your message for 67888.
I can't get it to hang up.
326.
That's possessed.
You can't get it to hang up. Beep. 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 Beep.
Where is Balmore?
Isn't that in Hogwarts?
Now we're gonna try it from my phone.
Oh God.
I just love when people get all freaked out
Please leave your message.
because they're like, I'm not answering that phone now. So this will be funny. I'm gonna send her a text message.
Edgy damn phone.
All right, so Mike, anything while I'm doing this?
Oh, sorry, didn't know. Have you seen the stuff that they're saying? The Obamas are saying about moving out, like they're already packing and stuff like that, and they're just chilling and laying around the house. And so they were talking. To,
I just typed, you better call this number back. She's gonna be like, who in the hell is sending this? She just said, who is this?
It's your worst nightmare.
I said DJ Scottie because I just sent the picture of us in the studio.
She's like, nope, not calling back. So they she's doing the night show circuits, Michelle Obama, and she's looking all smug, you know. It's like, oh my God, it's so irritating.
So I wonder if they're actually packing themselves.
Yeah, I gotta call this number.
You know,
we'll see if she'll answer.
I don't know. You know, the girls, baby.
I don't see it. I don't see them touching anything at all. They're probably just going to sit there and. Well, you remember when was it the Bushes or the Clintons left? I think when the Clintons left, she took a bunch of the artwork and stuff.
Yep.
And they made her give it back. And then on top of that, she also had some fines of stuff she took. Do you know when George W. Bush left, what they did? Did you ever hear about that?
Mm-mm.
All the computers, they popped the W key off.
Really?
Yeah, it pissed off the administration. When he got in office and left, when they were done with George W. Bush, every computer in the White House, press corps, all that stuff had the W popped off of it. They thought that was just fun.
Hello?
Hello?
What are you doing? We was just trying to pawn our cat, our grill, our microwave oven, our toaster.
Because I know none of my pawn customers have my number. I knew it was a prank call thing.
Well, it's your birthday, fool. Don't put that on Facebook if you don't want to be harassed.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot I have radio friends.
Well, you know what? After this conversation, we're going to forget we got pawn friends.
Yeah, man, it was your birthday. I'm scrolling down going, who do we mess with? I said, oh, my God, she works at a pawn shop. Try to pawn a gun.
In Monroe, it would be funny, though, just for a meth head to come.
Why you got to stereotype it and call it a meth head?
She just compared Mike to a meth head.
Yeah.
Have you seen Mike? He is the opposite. He's a pizza head.
I'm like a little Debbie head. Yeah. In the middle of the night, I'll be like, oh, God, I got to get some. And my roommate's like, what? And I'm like, Swiss rolls.
They call him Twinkie.
You call me Twinkie.
So what are you doing? Are you going to work on your birthday?
I am.
Oh yeah.
Someone's got to run the business.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. Well, happy birthday. We just had to try to prank you a little bit.
What the
Thank
hell?
you, but see, you forget you have a smart friend.
I don't know.
Well, what's her name?
You hung up the phone.
So what is her name?
Well, you have a great day. We just wanted to mess with you a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Happy birthday.
That was freaking awesome. You got to remember, you got a smart friend. I'm thinking, really?
Who would that be?
Who's that?
Who was that?
Get him
again?
to come on the show.
Don't sit in this seat. Takes all the smartness out of you.
Yeah.
You know what's weird is you're feeling it now. You understand.
You realize now that it really is that side of the
It is,
room.
yeah.
We need to rearrange the room, but I don't want to mess up my part of the show.
I was thinking I was going to fill in for Military Mike because I had a lot of questions for Redneck Steph because, you know, my girlfriend, she has this language that I don't
Oh, my
quite
God.
understand. It is cunt.
So you need a decoder.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm like,
Is it
what?
Is it female language or is it like a
Well, he said girlfriend, Mike.
Well, that stunned me. I thought he was gay.
No, what?
So,
Mike, you're not supposed to ask or tell.
why? We're
I
not
thought that was the military thing.
If
That's
you
right.
show up with those shirts come in other sizes than medium, right? I mean,
That's a schmedium.
that's a
Yeah,
schmedium.
but I like to show off my. Never mind.
Hey,
Yeah,
you want to talk about that? So yesterday at the end of the show, look at Mike's face. Look at his face. So at the end of the show,
Man,
I'm going to tell y'all.
working.
I'm going to tell y'all how
sexually
how I
harassed.
felt violated. So we decided to take a gag picture. So I stand behind Mike, and he's
Not
like,
a
"Don't."
gag picture, a funny picture.
Yeah,
Gag is
we
something
take-
completely
I was about to
different.
say,
when
wait
we
a
have
minute.
guests in the studio, we'll take a serious picture, and then we'll take a funny,
Funny
picture,
picture.
Right.
a gag roll, a
Yeah.
gag reel, gag picture.
Ball.
You put your guess in a gag ball.
No, I wear the gag ball. See, gay people don't get me.
So I stand behind
Literally.
Mike, and as I stand behind Mike, the camera's not showing my hands, and I knew that. So Mike's like, "Don't touch me there." So I'm like, "I better lift my hands up." Well, I had no place to put my hands, so I was jokingly gonna act like I was cupping his boobs. Well, I knew it wouldn't look right on film, so I grabbed his boobs. Well, about 1 second into this, I realized I'm cupping his mesticle breasticles.
Yep, and he cupped them,
I
buddy.
cupped them.
He had
and you-
all of it.
I'm gonna show you the picture because in the picture, I now realize I am caressing Military Mike's breasticles.
Well, I don't know about the esticles part, but
I
can tell you this.
realized look at my face. At the point I realized I was holding his
yeah.
boobs, the picture snapped.
I
Yeah.
can say this is when
At the
It
moment,
looks like he's enjoying it. though.
well, absolutely.
look
Wouldn't
at,
you?
look at what he's doing with his shorts.
I was pulling them
Oh.
up. Yeah, I
At
figured
the
if we're-
moment-
yeah, if we're getting touchy, feely,
I'm
I
gonna
wanted the full.
At-
menu.
I'm gonna snap this picture off and
full
show
Monty.
Leaper because at the moment I realized in the center of the palm of my hand, I felt his man nipple
Yeah,
Oh.
in
It was
my
hard.
hand.
they got hard.
It grossed me out a little bit.
Yeah.
He was trying to tune in.
I
Tokyo.
was more than a little disturbed.
Yeah.
Well,
You
Nobody
washed your
forced you.
hands afterwards, right?
God,
No.
it was horrible.
Nobody
dude.
forced you.
It was
I
horrible.
just want to point that
I
out.
felt like picking my nose would have been the only thing I could have done to clean my hand at that point.
Wow. Yeah, let me tell you something. Nobody forced you, and I've got. to
I
admit,
felt violated.
I don't
He wanted to
understand.
say, "You touched me." I felt violated. I'm like, no, I felt violated because I felt your man nipple in my hand, and that was disgusting.
I have to tell you that I don't understand sexual harassment charges because, quite frankly, after my boss felt me up, I kind of felt important. You see what I'm saying? It kind of boosted my ego.
Dude, I'm telling you,
I
I
went
was
home, got my dog, went to the
I
pampered
was
puppy. I mean,
disturbed. Okay, so wait a minute. I felt up your man boobs, and you went to go see dogs sniff each other's butt. There's something weird in this
All
story.
the girls at the pampered puppy are so cute and fun to play with and all. So,
You're not supposed to play with them. You're supposed to play with the dogs.
No, they're always so sweet to me and all that other stuff. But
Well, they're sweet to all the dogs,
Watch it.
especially to all the smelly ones.
There's this one big pit bull, and he's so cute. He was behind I think his name was.
Now he's
Duke.
talking about the dog.
Is it white?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Jamie's.
yeah. Oh man, I love dogs. You know, I love all domestic animals.
You'll
You know
see
what I did?
at the Pampered Puppy at the Pink Poodle Parade. You'll see those those two dogs.
It's not the poodle. Why do you keep putting poodle?
The pink pooch parade. Because I always it's the pepper puppy pink poodle parade. Puppy parade. It's all the P's. It's like Peter Pan peanut butter because it's the peanut butter pink.
You can say that,
but I can't say the pampered puppies pink poop.
You blew it.
Parade.
Did it again, dude. No,
and I've only been doing this for 4 years with this company.
Okay, here's the thing: is they are so nice over there, and they're so laid back. And my dog, I got to admit, I have a pit bull.
Everybody, I'm sending this picture to. I want you to realize
he just
the picture snapped at the moment I realized his nipple was in my hand. I want you to know that look on my face is not me joking. It was me about ready to hurl. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but people just said how hysterical. Another person said, "Ooh, gross."
Well, yeah, they're not used to that type of treatment.
Jeff Matthias is asking where the peanut butter was.
Jeff Matthias, I can't believe he didn't. I can't believe he didn't come in today. I was going to buy a big old bottle of Robitussin. We were going to have shots. No, but he's never going to live that day.
Jeff Matthias is now the guy that when you go into the social house and you hear about the guy that got hammered and threw the paper towels at the comedian, that was my buddy. Yeah, he will forever go down in history as that guy.
It wasn't one roll of paper
Don't squeeze the Charmin.
It wasn't one roll.
It wasn't one roll.
It was every roll of paper towels from every table, just about.
You're going back to your non-straight relationship days. Because remember yesterday when I said I had I was explaining that I had dated a girl
and I
said I had a relationship with her for like a straight 7 years or whatever. The way I said it though, everybody looked at me like, so you had a straight relationship? What are you trying to say? You haven't had a straight relationship.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally just said that on the air.
I got little Richard going, damn, there was some tig-o bitties in his breast.
Who said that?
Little Richard says
everything's big to little Richard.
It says,
toilets are big.
Hey, this is what he spelled. That's a tig-o bitty.
Yeah.
And it says his breast are as big as Stephanie's head.
Yeah. So what are you saying? I got redneck sized boobs?
Tyler.
I can make them jiggle. Look, solid's a B cup. Right
he said Tyler must have been at the bottom of that screen that you can't see in the picture.
You know, don't pick on gay people. It's no fun picking. You know what? They're going to riot. We'll never see it. They'll just redecorate everything.
Okay, so moving on.
All right.
Hell, I forgot I was talking. Oh, you know what I did yesterday is I went over to Ace Hardware after I got my puppy back. And I went over to Ace Hardware because there's this, and I hope they're listening. There's this beautiful woman over there. She's got curly hair, deals with horses, but she's so sweet to me. And I'm trying to find out if she's married.
Wait, at Ace?
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought you were describing Jamie again.
No. Ace.
Which
we
Ace
got to find out.
Which Ace Hardware?
Right here on in Conyers.
And so Green Street.
And yeah. Yeah. Do you know anybody over there?
Well, kind of, sort of. I mean,
okay.
Right across the street from
we
White
talked,
Brothers.
Yeah. God, we talked for like 20, 30 minutes. She's so sweet.
And the whole time she's mumbling in her breath going, I wish she didn't leave.
No. I had her trapped in a corner. She couldn't go. But I was talking, I live on a farm and I don't want people killing animals anymore, man. 28 years in the Army. Man, look, if you break in my house or you try to hurt me and my family and my loved ones, I will shoot you dead and I will sleep well after a nice sandwich. It doesn't bother me a bit. But animals are different. I would prefer if people didn't kill animals in front of me. I'll eat deer, duck, whatever, but I just
don't need to be part of the killing.
I don't need to be part of the killing.
What's sad is I've seen a few people I'd rather kill than an animal.
Yeah. I'm just big on the domestic animal thing right now. And so I bought a 50-pound salt lick because she recommended it to me. Because I've got probably, no lie, there's probably 30 to 40 deer on that property.
But isn't that the same place the dude in the back hunts?
Well, that's what I'm doing.
But wait.
On the fence, they can, over the fence, the guy lets them hunt. I'm putting all this stuff on the other side of the fence.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Make sure you keep it different. Or you go put it under his stand so he gets charged.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Yeah.
No, salt licks are legal.
Game warden, but you can't put it under your deer stand.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's out in the open.
No, I was saying if you go put it under his deer stand, he'll get charged.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like
watch Texas game wardens, dude. Yeah. It's awesome watching those guys work and what they have to do.
I got in trouble a couple years back with those guys. They're not funny. They don't they take that crap serious. Okay, so I bought a 50-pound salt lick and I bought a bunch of corn and I put it all around our house because like my son, He comes over on the weekends or during the week or whatever, whenever he's in trouble. He lives up in Loganville. Okay. There's no deer walking around Loganville. There's a couple hot chicks over at the Walmart, but that's different. He comes out there to the farm, and in the middle of the night, we'll go out there and we'll shine a flashlight. And I swear, man, there's 30 to 45 freaking deer that live on that property. What the artificial insemination?
You weren't supposed to read this yet. I was trying to read it to see if it was worth talking about. Read that then.
Okay.
Oh, you can't read. You can get your glasses.
You should definitely apply now.
Casey, you want to read it or you want me to read it?
I can read it.
Go for it, sir.
Right.
Go for it.
Artificial insemination technician.
Why do you need a degree for this?
Because you're supposed to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You trying to artificially inseminate a sheep is not artificially inseminating, Mike. You're trying to inseminate a sheep.
So what are you saying? I'm getting a bad rating?
If you're interested, it's in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
Hey, man, I'm sure
Isn't it
that's a hopping
that's
town.
Cold.
An artificial insemination. Okay, so it's not, if it was an insemination.
What do? You're just a guy that walks around with a turkey baster?
Yeah.
But you have to have 2 years experience, Mike.
And marketing or related area required.
Do you have any experience in insemination whatsoever?
Yeah, just take my sheets and pillowcases.
That's not
for that.
Do you know?
Y'all ask for that.
You're wrong, because inseminate means in, not onseminate. There's a difference. Because it's on your sheets. It's not in your sheets.
So the whole Monica Lewinsky thing
it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Okay. Good, because I'm still a little confused on how that got under.
Mike actually asked me on video.
Shut up.
How Monica got her stuff on the dress. I went, Lord. Mike, it's not hers. It was. He goes, now I get it. So I'm like, all this time he's been wondering.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
What did you think? She just dropped a donut in her lap?
No, man.
Like he never thought about whose it was.
Some of the girls I go out with are a little.
Mike, it's 9:37. Let's keep it PG-13.
A lot of body fluids involved.
Mike, I just said keep it PG-13.
Okay, but I swear as God is my witness, the whole time I thought it was her, not him, on the dress. I don't know why. Just never gave it a lot of thought.
Look, this position will provide insemination, heat detection, and synchronization assistance, as well as assist with beef breeding programs.
I know I'm an idiot. I'm immature as hell.
I know this is supposed to sound legit, but this doesn't sound legit.
It's a full-time job, man.
Requirements, a bachelor's degree.
Why?
It means you can't be married while you're artificially inseminating stuff.
I mean, there's so much we can go with.
Why? It says a bachelor's degree is preferred, but an associate's degree in animal science.
Marketing. Why do I need to know about marketing? I'm taking a turkey baster and shoving it places.
Oh my God.
I'm going to hold up a sign as I'm turkey basting. Have you used to been gay?
Or in case he's
fast acting. You need to quit. You don't need to give him a bad rep. I mean, he's going to get it bad enough for hanging out with us.
Yeah, well, that's all part of it.
You know, I can take it.
Before you leave, we'll start calling you that you stole something. If you left right now, I swear to God, I'd tell everybody.
Well, I'm not taking these. I can promise you that.
Look, as much as we wish you would.
Purple.
Those headphones have disappeared tonight, and I will be swearing tomorrow that you stole them.
I'm not going to lie. I was looking up little kids' headphones, and they got some that are pink rabbits with ears. I'm going to get me some.
Hey, how about this? Now, Brad Pitt is now being investigated for child abuse.
Oh, God.
That was the final straw for Angelina the Holy.
Give it
Come on,
It was just time
dude.
to move on. That's all that was.
Just move on.
This is Hollywood.
She is ugly now, too. And Jennifer...
Who would have cheated on her with
I know,
that?
that's right.
No, man, I would be her boy toy. Dinner would be cooking before she got home. And if it wasn't ready, I'd rub her feet until it was. Jesus, come on.
That's not my feet.
Yeah, man, that woman would never have a want. I'm telling you. There you go. There's the pink puppy.
It's the Pink Pooch Parade.
Right, from the
See,
puppy.
I know, but now you told me I got it wrong.
It's October 16th.
It's all the P's.
Yeah, festival starts
It's
with
the pink. It's the annual Pink Pooch Parade, October 16th, 2016.
It's gonna be so much
1
fun.
to 5.
It's going to be fun.
And what's funny is my mother. You know, my mother she's now kind of on board with Just for Fun, but for a long time she wasn't. And
well, she thought you were an idiot.
So last night at dinner,
She was like, get her a real job.
she's talking about her and her friends are going to this cancer thing. And I'm going to that pink pooch parade thing. Is that something you might be part of? I went, really, woman? Like, I've been one of the main sponsors for over 4 years now. Come on. Duh. It's just funny, though, when your mother starts telling you about events she wants to go to, and you're like, that's the event I do, Mom. Where have you been? Anyways, it was funny last night, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, look, we need to go to commercial. Everybody hang tight. We will be back.
Oh, my God, we're almost done.
Well, yeah, we've talked so much. We haven't done all the commercials, so I'm playing what's left of the ones that are supposed to play right now in rotation. Everybody hang tight. We will be right back. We'll be right back.
That was good.
Perfect time. Show's all about freaking spontaneity. You could never script this, man.
No,
We'll be right
it would not be fun scripted.
Dude, the hot glue gun is the way to go.
Is it working?
Heck yeah.
We're going to go through a lot of glue, but it'll
Dude, I've owned the whole thing of it forever.
There you go, do it. Fans will dig it too. There were so many flat surfaces. And then it'd get absorbed.
Those don't help either.
No.
That
Or the
really
curtains.
needs to be, yeah, that really needs to be.
Well, I would love for us to move. I feel bad that it's in.
I would love for us to make enough money
I
to be able
know.
to shove out $2,000 a month for food.
Man, right across the street from the post office in Conyers is that little house. It used to be a woodmaker or a shoemaker.
Like, look, where Dirty Dogs was, I would love to have that.
That would be
corner.
perfect.
But you're looking at like $23 a month to just go out the door. And if we're gonna spend hats and shirts and koozies and just give them away, because that's it.
Right.
She's like, you need merchandise.
Nobody wants to buy stuff,
So it's
right?
like, if we're gonna spend money, we need to spend it on giveaways, stickers, and all that.
I couldn't get our logo to. What I was thinking is maybe. Hold on, wait. Here and then put pictures of all of us.
Oh yeah, but I
All
can
of us,
take
and then
our
do all the
logo
stuff.
and take it with zero background. Make our background and slap it where we want.
You do that. Something in front of that table.
Yes.
Table with some junk on it. Better at that.
Some junk on it. Yeah, we need some junk to give away. I know, but like my problem is the people that make koozies, they say this one price online, and then by the time you get them to order it, no.
No, I'll buy.
I need somebody local
I'll
that
buy
can actually do
200.
what they say they're going to do.
What you should do is offer somebody.
But we had a deal. Hang on a second.
He, of course, sells advertising.
And we're back.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was gonna come back and say, Mike, let's talk about something intelligent, and then it's like, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
let's not do that.
Yeah.
it's Mike. Let's not overextend ourselves.
Okay, so getting back to tattoos, because seriously, I want to get 2 tattoos. And I'm gonna go see our guys. Okay, at Now and Never.
Now or never.
Okay. And you said Chris was a really good
Yes.
artist.
Oh
Okay.
God, yeah.
Yes.
I'm nervous. not because of the pain or anything, because hell, I'm in pain all the time. I'm nervous about putting something on my body that will be there for the rest of my life. Now, granted, I'm going to be 52 here in just a couple of weeks.
Hey,
but, I mean,
you probably should have considered that when you put that face on that.
Well, I didn't do it. My mom did. And now you're talking about my mom, bitch.
No, I'm not talking about your mother.
I will burn this mother down. I will.
What do you think this is, Ferguson?
I will go. Hey,
he's gonna start writing.
I will
Watch
go
out.
block traffic.
Yeah, but he ain't picking up no trash cans.
If you're gonna block traffic out here, you are out of luck.
Yeah, if you if you can block
Yeah.
traffic between certain hours for me, I would be happy.
You know what? To stop traffic out there, you know what you'd have to do? IEDs. Jesus.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it's like a raceway out there.
It is. And
It
somebody
is.
said something about, man, it looks so much nicer with the asphalt done. I'm like, yeah, it just made the track smoother.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who said that?
Yeah.
Somebody said that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, man. You don't understand.
Yeah, you have no clue.
They just flattened it out. They can corner better.
And now they hit the straightaway and they can just nail it.
Man, I tell you what, we went through we did 35 the other day. We purposely didn't pull in. We had 4 cars behind us. And
I actually
one
passed
guy-
my house on video. I'm like, I'm just going to go straight.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, how's my colon look back there?
There was one guy that was so far up under the van, we couldn't see the front of his car at 35. And he was going to go around us in a school zone.
Right.
Yeah.
But then we get to where Honey Creek hits 20 and we went to turn right. So he friggin' punches it. Well, what did I just say? We were fixing to turn right on the 20. That means he was going through a 4-way intersection. He punches it.
He was
Goes
flying.
through the intersection. A lady that had turned right on the Honey Creek at the yield sign didn't realize, I mean, hello, speed limit. He
Right.
punches it. He almost T-bones the lady.
And we're sitting there filming.
And I'm like, why am I not videoing him?
Yeah.
Sitting there filming the whole thing.
Yeah, man.
It's like when you're going down flat shoals, getting people past you. You know, you meet them up at the light. You're like, yeah,
You're in the
you
same
really
spot.
got a lot
That's right.
further than
That's
know.
right. And all
Not doing
them times you're like, damn, where's the damn cops when you
Yeah.
know? And I'm not knocking the cops. I'm like, damn, at that time. Don't go there.
Well,
I saw the look in your eyes.
I know.
He was
You
thinking about it.
lost that love and feeling.
God, I sang that to my ex-wife in a bar down at Enterprise, Alabama.
You know, I got stuck yesterday. We're doing an 80s show. That might be something you'd want to come sit in on one
Yeah.
night too. So I'm offering an extension if he'd like to come sit in. It'd be a fun show. Well, we're doing 2 a month, by the way. We're going to do the one where Lou plays a lot of music, and then we're going to bring you back to do kind of the flashback stuff that you wanted to do.
Oh, really?
You just didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Now he's
So,
happy.
now he's happy.
Yeah, come to my show. It's going to be fun. We're going
So-
to get drunk.
Every other week, we're going to
We can
do
do
an 80s
martinis.
night. Once a month, we're doing the 80s music recap. And the next month, he's going to do like a lot of the MTV type commentary about
Yeah.
what was happening on that
Yeah,
month.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, but that means
I always wanted. To
that
hit
means you're
Pat
going to have to
Bennett car, man.
research. So anything, with all that being said, yesterday, Lou had called in and started talking about one of his months that he's doing one of his shows. He wants to bring up soundtracks and what song from what track, like Footloose.
Right.
You're always going to remember that song.
Right.
And then I went to the bathroom yesterday after this, like the show was over, and I went, dun dun. Hold on, no, what was it? It was from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I just messed it up now.
You were in the bathroom. I don't want to talk about it. Somehow or another, we always end up talking about his junk.
No, we don't, Mike. It's after
Videos.
9. It's after 9. Shut up. But no, and then all day I had that stupid song stuck in my head. Then I made a joke of Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop. I had that stuck in my head. So it's like funny when you look at soundtracks and think about Footloose when the guys learn how to dance and let's hear it for the boys. I mean, you get stuck hearing these songs from these movies.
Thank you, caller. Please, please be Jesus.
Just for fun.
Butter, bom, bom.
Yeah, that's the one I had in my mind in the bathroom yesterday.
Yeah, you were doing the Let's Get Physical. You were doing all sorts of stuff, man. It was gross.
How do you know?
Boom, boom. That was Ferris Bueller's.
How do I know?
that he was doing all this in the bathroom?
Actually, it was a couple of them.
You can
Oh.
hear him.
Oh, that's
He's
Secret
I
of My
gotcha.
Success. I think it was in that one as well.
Yeah, man. So if you just think about it, that's so cool when you think about the movies you grew up with and the songs that are stuck in your head. Like, I'm going to do this. Mike's going to laugh. Grease 2. You ready for this? I want a cool rider, a cool rider. You remember that? They did that one at the bowling
And
alley.
you were wondering if I were gay. I'm just saying.
Two
I'm
things.
just
One,
saying.
Scotty, don't ever do that again.
I knew
Casey.
I was gonna do that.
I wasn't wondering, buddy. I
I knew when I did the Cool Rider, but that's when I fell in love with what's her name, the blonde. I can't believe I just forgot her name
You
though.
fall in love with
Michelle Pfeiffer,
Yeah.
dude. She was smoking in Grease too.
Yeah, she's smoking in Batman.
God, oh man, when she did Catgirl.
Yeah. She didn't do Catgirl. Halle Berry.
No, that was the movie Catgirl.
yeah.
But when she was in Batman
Batman.
as Catgirl.
Oh yeah.
Catwoman.
And you know what's funny is
Woman.
on Gotham, the girl that's playing Cat kind of looks like Michelle
Yeah.
Pfeiffer.
I know.
Or is it really us wanting her to
Wanting to
look
look
like
like
Michelle
Is
Pfeiffer?
that little girl ever gonna grow?
But you think about these movies. I mean, like Flash. I'll have that Savior of the Universe. Queen, man.
He's gay.
Do you not remember that? You don't remember the Flash Gordon
You are
movie?
screaming gay and tight as fagging right now.
It all happened because you cupped.
That's right. That's right.
You have changed.
And Ming's daughter.
That's right. Ming's daughter in Flash Gordon was hot.
Yeah, no,
Think of it. You don't remember? Like I know
do
all the
remember.
listeners have got to be thinking about. Think about a movie. Any listener that would like to contribute, call in, text in, whatever. What song from a movie stuck in your mind and has forever been stuck in your mind? Like the Blues Brothers. Come on, man. Some of that stuff will be forever haunting me.
Well,
Meatballs. Oh my God, that movie.
I gotta
Ghostbusters.
say, I was a little.
Oh
bit
yeah,
older.
who you gonna call, man?
I was a little bit older. I was in flight school, helicopter pilot, and Danger Zone from Kenny Loggins.
See?
I listened
Oh, yeah.
to that song on my little cassette. Remember?
That's
We
right.
didn't
I
have-
remember when the Sony cassette player
Yeah,
came out. We
and-
thought we was the stuff.
every day heading out to the
Daddy
flight
Shack,
line.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I freaking.
Oh
listened to
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm all right. Nobody worry about me.
it. Oh, it burns.
Come on, man. We're supposed to be funny.
That's not funny.
Kenny Loggins did that one too, didn't he?
I don't think
know.
so.
Got my photo, Scott. I texted you.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not
back
looking at
up.
photos. Hey, I do have some interesting news.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, I sent it to
Oh,
you
yeah,
about
yeah.
20 minutes.
Jeff says he's ready. He's got all these rolls of paper towels. So he says he's ready to go back to the social house and clean up the stage.
Is that Robitussin?
Look on top
Yeah,
of it,
Robitussin's on top of
I
one.
love Robitussin.
But dude, every movie had like a song back then.
Yep.
Nowadays it's not
No,
like
it's
that.
not like
But
that. Is
every
there-
movie used to have that.
Is there any music for I love Transformers. I
No.
love all of them. There's no
That
real
that
music.
sound.
nothing. Yeah, that's it.
That's the only
Yeah.
thing that came from
I
the movie.
really like that. And then Terminator Salvation.
I wasn't a song from that one either.
There's see these
Yeah.
The big motion pictures used to have a good song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
now they
always the
don't.
one song that
Yeah.
stood out from all of
Lord of the Rings, that whole trilogy. I can't think of any song.
I can't either. Not like Last of the Mohicans, if you like classical type music, they had a soundtrack that was phenomenal because to me it was aggressive classical music. And I know people don't get what I'm saying, but go download the Last of the Mohican soundtrack or just go find it on YouTube. But like the hunt scene where they're hunting the elk in the beginning, there's just really cool. It's all classical type orchestra music. I wouldn't call it classical music, orchestra music, but it's like it's very good though. I mean, it's just something I like. It's aggressive orchestra music, which I know is very odd to put it that way.
Here's kind of a weird one. What like sound bites will immediately make you think of something?
Well, any parts of the Axel F stuff, of course, Transformers. But look,
Yeah.
No, wait. Here's
What?
one. Dan. You see what I'm saying? Think about it.
think about Jaws. Dun, dun,
dun.
Oh yeah, as soon as you hear that, you know
Yeah,
what
and
it
that's
is.
Wagner.
Yeah.
Okay. So some people kind of swing over to Star Wars, but then you got the military guys. We think of Apocalypse
Little Richard
Now.
sending Akuna Matata.
Yeah.
See, but think about that. If you hear the Beach Boys Kokomo, the first thing you think about is that friggin' bar scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
why is it that guys that are all in basically the
Or
same
old time rock and roll, you're
Yeah.
thinking about him sliding by in his socks.
Oh God, yeah, I've done that a million times. Dressed exactly that.
Linkin
way.
Park had done a
Wow.
song from the Transformers. See, I wouldn't have thought about it
I didn't
because
either.
they don't. I mean, I need to
Yeah,
listen to it.
Okay, so you take this age group that we're talking about right here, 3 intelligent guys, and then you got Robitussin.
Who's the three intelligent guys?
I was
I
talking to
lost
the
it.
cup.
We only got one guy trying to be a tax commissioner. He's the closest thing to intelligence
Yeah,
that we
he's
have
a
here.
math guy.
And this, yeah, it's
I
purple.
do
thing
math.
is telling
I do
you,
math.
Thanks, Dad.
I got a pocket protector on my underwear. So so everybody keeps looking up at the camera.
Yeah, because you do.
Well, that's my job. That's part of my job. Remember,
he keeps staring at the camera, so we keep staring up at
I
the
know, I was
screen.
like, what are you looking at? I mean,
Bobby was here yesterday. He was doing the same thing. I pointed at him. He goes, "Yeah, I know." Security guys are that way. Okay, so why is it that there are songs, not necessarily movie songs, just songs that we relate to so quickly, but yet if I ask my son, either one of them, one's 19, one's 13, if I said, "What's your favorite song?" they're gonna hem and haw about it. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna say just like we would.
Watch this. Now, I can't even mimic this sound, but this sound will forever haunt my brain. Watch this.
Absolutely.
You'll always remember that. And then watch this one. This one right here will be the same way. This song, I don't know, can you call it a song, but this theme song will forever haunt me. Okay, of course it's a commercial first.
Yeah, give it a second.
Yeah, 12 seconds. Jeff, what hangs in your mind?
Other than Lent.
Really a good soundtrack. It had no lyrics, just instrumental. Was a soundtrack from the movie Rush.
Oh God, listen.
I would run to that room.
If I heard this, I would run to the room to watch.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You know, it was Curly's birthday yesterday.
Oh, was it?
If it was still alive.
Now, how about Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You hear that,
Oh, yeah.
you know what you're listening to.
absolutely.
Why they've not redone that movie, I don't know. I would love an updated version. By
That would be what? Yeah, really.
You know what? I'll forever, ever now hear friggin' Peter Frampton. I didn't even know, much less even care for Peter Frampton until Jeff Mathias moved to my house and broke open like the vinyl album. And then that wow with the mouth on the microphone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? I never would. And now forever when I hear Peter Frampton, I think of Jeff. You know what I mean? You think about these sort of things.
I know. Why don't kids today?
I don't know if I like that.
Oh, you're lucky anybody thinks about you other than.
Oh, and here, how about this one? Watch this. See if I can get it to play loud. This one out here would be funny if I can get it to work.
Clint Eastwood.
It's the whistle from Lassie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't a big Lassie fan. I wasn't a big Lassie.
I mean, listen, you can hear the beginning of the "We're moving on up," and you know what you're listening to.
Yeah, we sing
Beverly Hillbillies, Andy Griffin, the Brady Bunch. I mean, if you think about everybody that you remember, my phone's accidentally
yesterday at Ace when I was asking about the corn, to put out for the deer.
You were looking for the children?
She said, you got regular corn, you got crack corn. I said, Jim, crack corn. I don't care. She had no freaking clue what I was saying.
Problem is, you say crack around here, people go, it's over there at that motel, especially where you were staying. And Conyers Inn's right there.
Are you going to be smoking it? Or you going to be paragliding?
The theme from Airwolf. That's another one. Or Knight Rider. God, when you hear the beginning of Knight Rider.
I can't think of the
You don't remember Knight Rider? Oh, my God.
I know Knight Rider.
This.
I know Knight Rider because I just watched the roast of David Hasselhoff. It was freaking hilarious.
But you were talking about the songs, though, but, used to, the credits started at the beginning of movies.
Yes.
That's when the main song started.
Would kick in. They don't do that now. Now they.
At the end now.
Right.
No, that's at the end now.
Well, and like Tyrant and a couple of other shows I watched, they do like 6 or 7 minutes of show, and then when they get ready to go to commercial, they'll shoot off to the entrance. Now watch this one.
Shut up.
Oh yeah.
I would have never remembered this though. It's Indiana Jones, but I never would have remembered this one. Oh, never mind. That part I would. See, isn't that something? When you hear these it just takes you back, dude.
These are epic movies. There are no more epic
How about this one? This one will forever, ever haunt my brain.
Yes.
Here it comes.
Now this is a story all about how
When I go to the gym, I walk the treadmill on 2 episodes of that. That's how I gauge my time. From 11 to 12 is Fresh Prince, and that's what we walk to. And meaning I also need to get my butt back up to the gym. How about this one? This is a good one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I can hear it. I remember it.
Man, do you remember these days?
Man, that commercial was,
Ba-dum,
I mean, that cartoon was great.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Then when it got hooked up with Owens Corning to do the
Yes.
shingles advertisement,
Yep.
It's just great when you think about all the things that we grew up with and how you can just hear it.
and doesn't it
you'll
make you happy?
Ever. Oh, how about this one? Watch
It
this.
makes me happy.
Of course, it's a video. Hang on a second. It's a commercial.
Don't carry that guy.
What movie was that?
The Magnificent the Zip 7. I'll get that out. How about this one?
Yeah, awesome.
All right, this is the top 10 theme songs right here.
Is it weird that we know all of these by heart? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV theme songs
Cool.
with lyrics. For this list, we've excluded theme songs that have no.
Well, we'll have to
very
save this for
few
tomorrow
lyrics.
because we're at 10 o'clock now.
Oh,
Yeah, but this is-
a few minutes.
Yeah, but it's 10 minutes long.
Let's
so.
do it.
No,
Come on, we
we'll
can
have to
talk
save
during
it.
it.
We'll have to save it.
It won't be funny tomorrow.
It will be. We'll start it back again tomorrow.
Man.
You know what that does? It's like hooking you. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
No, let's do it now.
No, we'll save it for tomorrow.
It won't be funny tomorrow.
It will be.
We'll do it at 8 o'clock and everybody be like, oh, great, I don't want to listen to cartoons.
No, we'll do it tomorrow. Jeff Matthias, what's on your plan?
Having like Stephanie talking about her monkey tomorrow.
Oh, brother.
Are you asking that that's what we need to make her talk about tomorrow?
So,
Where is Steph today?
Ashley,
Her daughter got bit by a spider.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sir?
It's like when Stephanie kept trying to talk about her monkey, and you kept saying, "No, we're not talking about your monkey."
That's right.
And the next morning, first thing she opens her mouth.
Yep.
Let's talk about my monkey.
Yeah, if for a guy, that's completely different.
So, what do you got to do today besides clean house and be a good little biatch?
Oh!
Oh.
That hurt a little bit.
That's Mr. Mom.
It's Thursday. That was a good movie too, by the way, Michael Keaton.
Yeah, it's Thursday. It's cleaning day, right?
No, I cleaned the other day.
No, you
Well,
said
actually, I
Thursday was cleaning day.
Actually, I cleaned Tuesday.
And
I
Thursday.
my backyard yesterday, so I just been chilling. Probably gonna head over to the chiropractor today, a real one.
You know, it's the first thing you should do when you get back from therapy?
Uh-huh.
The dishes, if your ass knows what's right.
You know what you say to a girl who has two black eyes? Nothing, because you've already told her
Oh,
twice.
my God. If we go
That's a
down
good
this
joke.
road,
You're about to open it up for Mike.
we're
It's
gonna
about to
change
be
the
on.
code on the security door.
Oh, Mike will be getting hate mail, and it wasn't even his joke.
Yeah, bring it.
Oh, my God.
I'll get Mike
Them
Tyson.
clowns, man.
Oh, yeah, one got arrested in Atlanta.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we'll make sure we talk about that tomorrow, too. How about you take notes and remind us what we're talking about tomorrow?
No. Why do I have to take notes? I am the
Because
most
he's the
mentally
guest.
and stable guy.
You're the guy that's got the pad sitting
I'm
right
the
there.
guy that actually applied for the artificial insemination.
You
job
have
in
the pad
Chickasaw.
and paper sitting right there.
Yeah, and I won't be here tomorrow, so Stephanie will be back.
Well,
Take
I mean,
notes.
Maybe, because we don't know what's wrong with
don't
her
know.
kid's
Oh,
leg
we
right
don't
now.
know. Well, since you don't want to come back, don't come back.
No, I'll be back.
No, don't come back.
I'll be back.
Oh, God, he argues like he's gay, too. I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to decide
just
if
messing
I'm going to
with
get
you.
out and go
Yeah,
run and
okay.
see a
I
few
know,
sponsors.
You're
It's-
not going to run anywhere, Scotty. Be real. You barely
Well, no, he
walk
just said
fast
he
to the
needs
car.
get to the gym.
Yeah, but right now I got to be
Yeah.
careful walking. I can't do a whole lot of physical because of my
Holy
ailment.
Because your helmet.
My ailment.
Oh, I thought you said you wear a helmet when you're out.
Oh my God.
You should. I've seen
Mike,
you bump into
shut
stuff.
up.
Don't support it.
What?
So Jeff, have a great day. I got to get out of here before I have to kill this.
You too, sir.
this
Did you see that?
Yeah.
There was the picture of them helping Hillary up the steps. So now
Yes.
there's three really big ones. There's one of her.
Yeah,
they're
but
helping
what
up
did
the
what
step.
did this picture say?
Well, when CNN they changed it around, they said that she was helping the Secret
The Secret
Service.
Service.
Up
Yeah.
the steps.
Yeah.
It says, "Do you see Hillary helping these
There's three
guys up the steps?" Which
really
is funny.
big ones now. That one where she almost fell up the steps, which is freaking hard to do. Two, obviously the one going into the security vehicle where they were lifted her. You know what they said? She had lost her shoe. She was losing her shoe.
Yeah, She's losing her mind.
Whatever. And then there's another one of her being helped up onto the stairs for a stage like 2-3 days ago. Plus, there's the one where she whacks out. Have you ever seen that one? I've seen
that one. Yep.
Where she can't get a grip on what she's trying to say. And her brain is going, look, bitch, you're old. You're about to die.
Would you play?
And it starts
Try not to say
segment.
it that way.
Okay, you bitch. You're
hey,
definitely
quit not the B word.
You can pump up that bra,
Mike.
So cool. Okay,
that's not a pump up bra. It's where you store your liquor.
Wow. Marry me.
There's a woman that's got a bra and it has a hose to it and it looks like the camel packs. It has the bladder
instead of a camel back, it's a Hooter front. I wonder, can you have two different?
That is definitely a Hooter shooter.
I wonder if you can hold two different brands of stuff, Jack and Coke.
No, but you mix them together, fool.
Yeah, but then it's going to be carbonated.
It's two different.
Going to be a carbonated bra.
It would require two different hoses, two different bladders.
It's going to sound like she's
farting
Mike, over there.
Shut up.
Oh, it's just my Jack and Coke. You get the squirts from drinking whiskey.
Mike,
what? I was just going on about.
I know some stuff is just too much.
Hey, can you send me that link to those polo shirts? You know how I am.
Yeah. Now that I hit forward.
Yeah. When it comes to clothes, I am all about spending a lot of money. Like. If I can,
I look at the way you dress. I see that you spend a lot of money.
If I can get an entire wardrobe for $30, I'll do it.
Goodwill.
I hate spending. No, I don't even. They're too expensive.
Oh my God! All right, you guys, it's 10:06. We have got to get out of here.
That was funny day, funny show.
If you have a show tomorrow about Stephanie's monkey, I will have to miss that show.
Yeah, well, I guess you're gonna have to tune in to find out. Here's my monkey.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, Mr. Casey. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
So tonight, if you're out drinking martinis and you see me post that we need a host, post if we need a host. Mike, you should take me to lunch.
Why? You bought me a caramel frap the other day for lunch.
Well, you can buy whatever I'm going to drink at that.
How about I take you to lunch? How about if I take you to lunch tomorrow?
I want to go to lunch today.
Yeah, well, people in hell want ice water.
Tomorrow's Friday. I got stuff to do on Fridays.
And I want a 29-inch waist. So mirror, mirror on the door.
Who's the ugliest?
Yeah.
It's after 9.
Whore. Let me pronounce that better. Mirror, mirror on the door. Is she one sexy whore?
Make my tit size 44.
Mike, shut up.
I didn't say
we're gonna get out of here. So why tomorrow do you need to take me to lunch?
Because
tomorrow?
I'm going to be working over at AmFam tomorrow. American Family Insurance, the James Stone
That means
agency.
you have something to do tomorrow, which means you don't have crap to do today, and you can take me to lunch today.
My sister Karen will be there about 11:30.
When?
Tomorrow.
Yes, so again, if you have something to do tomorrow, why are you trying to? You sound like that dude. I will gladly pay you Wednesday if you will give me a burger today.
Wimpies and we're not gonna
but my point is if you have something to do tomorrow, you apparently have nothing to do today. Then why are you trying to book me for tomorrow?
No. I do have something to do today. I gotta go get my hair cut.
You look like you need a haircut.
I do need a haircut. My manscape area too.
Oh,
Weed eater sponsored by Steel.
I didn't say where I was going. Going over
you
to
just
the
went
John
to the Pampered
Deere.
Puppy yesterday.
Going over to John Deere, getting a little manscaping.
A little bush hogging.
Yeah. Well, they brought in a new Kabuto, so that New Holland one works.
Freaking front end
but
loader.
Tomorrow we can go see Kelly at Mandarin.
That's not where I want to go eat.
Hey, if I'm buying, hello.
I noticed that Mike only shops places where there's a female involved.
And friggin'
wait,
inexpensive.
Wait,
I mean, there's gotta be a hot female.
And she is. She for an Asian chick.
I'm just saying.
She's pretty hot.
He likes it.
I do. I like Kelly. I do.
He looked at her little legs the other day. He said, "I want to play with your chopsticks."
Yeah, she's adorable, and she's.
But then when he started talking about trying to put sushi between the chopsticks, that got a little weird.
So anybody out there listening who wants Mike to shop there, hire a hot chick.
Yeah, just hire a hot chick.
Well, I don't understand why this is a bad thing.
But he doesn't go to Hooters. How weird is that?
No, I don't. Well, Hooters food sucks. It really does. It's bad. If you see what I'm saying, if I'm going to go there, and all those girls want is money. It's like going to a strip joint.
I wish one was listening and called in right now.
But they do.
I know. I said, I wish they called in right now.
I do. Hooters girls, let me explain something to you. You would do a lot better with your tips if you were just a personable person and just brought me my food and talked sweet to me and all that other stuff. All telling me your problems, telling me that you can't pay your rent, telling me that you can't pay your electricity bill.
Mike's like, girl, I got the same problem.
Yeah, you know, well,
and then they get up and walk away.
I mean, if the chick was smart, which
Mike,
yeah,
be careful.
I know,
Be careful.
He's a cowboy. If I'm paying for my lunch with an EBT card,
Whoa,
obviously
trigger.
I can't. Whoa, trigger. So no, you know, I that's why I no longer go to strip joints or anything else like that, because I think if a woman has to use her sexuality or the you know, the fantasy of we're going to go out or something like that to get money from me, I don't do that. I go to places where people are genuinely. I look for good, don't I, Scotty? Everywhere we go,
Yes,
we have a crowd. We went to the tractor place, right? The tractor place, and we had probably 5 people standing around us listening to us do our little shtick.
well, that's why I wanted to get us in a car and go do a video.
No, I'm not doing any. After you touch my breasts, I am not doing any more videos with you.
Oh
I'm
my
uncomfortable.
Oh.
He is so
our
uncomfortable
place.
that I was adjusting my stuff because I'm hurt, and I touched his shirt, and he's like, "Oh my God, that's so weird." So then I act like I was going to touch his hand. And he tried to lick my fingers. Now you want to talk about creepy? I was creeped out.
Now, Scotty, just for clarification, how many times did you touch your junk?
That means nothing. I have a medical condition right
just
now.
a number, sir. I don't think there's a prescription for it.
Every time that I had to hit the gas, I had to readjust.
And how many times do you think, maybe perhaps, just generalize, did you readjust your junk?
Probably 100 times.
And how many times did you touch my shirt?
Probably 27,000 times. I don't know.
So, listeners, I think you see that.
But well, look. We had
I'll
just
rest my case.
We had just left a meeting. He kept trying to talk about the meeting.
That's why you leave a meeting. Scotty's gonna touch his junk.
I kind of kept trying to get him to shut up. He wouldn't shut up. I accidentally touched his hand. He's like, "You're gross. That's weird." And I went, "Huh?
Yeah.
Idea." So then every time he'd say something about the meeting, I was trying to shut him up on, I'd touch him. Well, then that didn't do it. So then I'd adjust myself and touch him. That did it.
Yeah.
Well,
that did it until he tried to lick my fingers. I'm
one of those guys that when I'm with a woman and we're doing intimate things, I know I have to use word separations.
Yeah, but lying right now, you with a woman and it be intimate.
I like the the whole
big
finger.
butts.
No, yeah, I cannot lie. When you're holding hands like that, and meshing together and that stuff, I like using my hands a lot.
So, okay. So in other words, you pretend to be blind and you try to read the braille.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is I'm not that physically fit.
Or that physically attractive.
And I go out with very attractive women. They're okay with
but
the
they're paid, Mike. They're paid.
Okay, irrelevant. Allegedly.
It's allegedly irrelevant.
Here's the thing. They're beautiful and they're okay with the lights being on and the windows being
because they're getting paid.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not.
And most of the time, broad daylight in the back of a Chevelle, you can't make it dark.
I have a Jeep Cherokee.
No, I'm not talking about yours. I'm talking about the other cars that are on Metropolitan in the back of. Well, an Escalade.
Why's it got to be an Escalade? You know what you call a black man Escalade?
Oh, please, God.
Lord. Grand Theft Auto.
You got to stop. We are out of here. That was enough to ruin the show. Everybody,
a tattoo.
We will see y'all on the flip side. Have a great day.
Everybody knows I'm just joking.
That's right. Everybody get over yourself.
Just
relax.
Having fun.
All right, you guys, we're out of here. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in and being part of this.
Casey, you're hilarious, dude.
Hopefully we'll maybe have him tomorrow.
Man, I wish you'd come on the night show. You're not allowed to go out at night? You got your wife?
He is at night, but guess where he's at? Drinking that martini, rather.
Bring some.
That's really just vodka and an olive.
We drink. Yeah, what do you call vodka and olive? Martini?
A Casey special.
That's right. Shaken, not stirred.
That's right. All right, you guys, we're out. Man, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, man.
We'll get
fun
you back
day.
in.
Fun day. Cool.
Everybody have a great day. Don't do anything we would do.
Hey, are we doing anything tonight? It's Thursday night?
No, Crystal and the ladies from Lady Talk have other things they have to do tonight. So tonight will be just music.
Just music tonight.
It'll be a good night for music.
You know what? Can we get listeners to tell their friends about us and to please continue to download?
Hey, and download. You said download.
Isn't that what Monica did?
She shared. Yeah. No, he shared his. So
he still not got it. He's still
lost. He tries to get it, but Monica charges too much.
Yeah. I'm confused.
Here's what we need.
Now.
We need everybody to take snapshots of the app they're listening to and share it on Facebook. Please.
Yeah,
We need new listeners. We need more shares.
Our goal is 100,000.
Share our fun page.
We want 100,000 likes on our Facebook page by
That's
the
right.
end of the year.
All right, you guys. We got to go.
Big goal.
Love you
right.
guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Later on video, you guys.